memory of the last session is a little hazy, so if I miss details, we've already been told that Matthew's watched the previous session again, so jump in and correct me. So when we last left off, you had all finally arrived in East Haven after hearing from the owner of the Northlook, Scramsax, that there might be work here for you. Upon arriving, you noticed that the locals seemed to be making their way into the town centre, and you followed them. And Sniv decided to go pickpocketing, which almost started a riot. Yeah, that's true, right?
I had a fist fight and I kicked the guy in the nut.
This fucking dumb kobold.
And then a halfling got beat up because of you, right?
Yeah.
We all started.
Eventually, you discovered what it is that was drawing the locals in. The wizard Dazan, who had killed a group of adventurers that had done a lot of work for East Haven, was being put to death in the form of being burned alive at the stake. After watching in silence for a few minutes, you were approached by Imdre Arlagath, captain of the East Haven militia, who had work for you all. To discuss the work, you all made your way to the White Lady Inn, where you made arrangements for food and shelter for the night, and Captain Imdre told you of her offer. She wanted you to track down 4 fishermen that had gone missing a 10-day ago, find out what happened to them, and, if possible, bring them back alive, or at least their remains. In exchange for this work, she would secure rowboats for you to get out to their normal fishing spot across Lac Dinishir, a spell scroll of Fireball, and a grey bag of tricks. You all decided to begin your search in the morning, which was, unfortunately, delayed due to bad weather. And in order for you to pass that time, you played some dragon chess, and you decided to take up an offer from Ronaldo, the halfling bard who was planning on conducting a seance to contact the White Lady herself. To find out where her husband's lost gold stash was, if possible. And unfortunately for you all, the White Lady's spirit was not persuaded to come forward with information, but instead she was very, very, very angry and appeared to you in the form of a poltergeist, which resulted in a pretty difficult fight, but as ever, you managed to come out of it alive, if not a little bruised, Lander with a big headache. And once the threat of the poltergeist was dealt with, Sniver decided to turn his attention to the bigger threat, which was not being refunded from the seance that turned deadly, and Ronaldo refused, which, as a result, ended up in him dying because Sniver killed him. And I believe we ended the session with Sniver, Lander, and Sather trudging into the frozen wastes beyond the East Haven to dispose of the body, which was, for some reason, decapitated. And then you guys made your way back to the White Lady, and I believe that's where we left off. It's roughly 11 a.m. at this point. The whiteout that you guys rolled on the weather table has passed at this point, so I'm going to need another weather check.
Man, this campaign would have gone so differently if we hadn't implemented the weather tables or early
Tell
on.
me about it, yeah.
That's interesting.
So I believe I skipped over Matthew last time. So Matthew, is it your turn to roll, or is it Niles?
I haven't gone, but I'm not bothered.
You have, haven't you, Jared?
I have you.
Okay, we'll say it's Matthew's turn. And roll me a d12, please.
5.
5.
Well, that's a good one.
The wind vortex that had started the day off has abated, and there is just a light snow dusting outside. It's still really, really fucking freezing cold outside, and you can see some dim light because it is only 11 a.m. But yeah, it would appear that you can finally make your way out of the tavern and get on with the day's job, or whatever it is that you guys wish to do. Oh, you know, discuss the murder a little bit more. You're free to do that as well.
I'll walk into the tavern, I'll sit at the bar, and I'll order 1 ale, so I can fill up my flask.
Okie dokie. I believe that was 3 copper pieces. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, sorry, 4 copper pieces to fill your hip flask.
4.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's for a mug of ale just to fill your hip flask. Drop it down to 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk in and just sit there nurse on my thing.
And just to remind us, well, you have already bribed the owner of the White Lady, so you're okay.
Yeah, next time I'll let Leon do his persuasion thing.
Playing it cool.
I think you guys gave him like 5 gold or something like that, and
even 10.
Yeah.
Oh, 10, right?
5
okay,
each, I think.
Yeah, I think somebody rolled an insight check. You could tell he's happy with the gold and sort of not bothered that the halfling was killed.
He said, and I quote, "I'm not a grass," so that was enough for me.
True enough, yeah, he is a scouser.
Yeah, true. He also hates the guys,
You know, with my background feat, I'm very good on picking up on like social cues. So, yeah.
I'm taking that away from you. You
Cobalt.
definitely aren't.
This campaign would have gone so different if we didn't have a cobalt.
Had to.
Yeah.
A retarded cobalt.
Alright.
The weather has finally cleared up, probably enough for you guys. If you want to leave, you can do so. I mean, you could have left in the wind vortex, but that was a
What time is it?
It's
11
about
a.m.
11 a.m. at this point.
Would you guys mind if we just had one more hour in the tavern,
Why?
so I can rest and finish my ale?
I mean,
Haven't we been resting?
I know, but like, I mean, I fell over a chair earlier and it hurt, and I'll be able to, you know, be fully optimized to find fishermen.
I mean, what's the time, anyways?
11 a.m.
I don't think we should dilly-dally too much if we want to head out today.
Yeah, I feel like we should.
Her battery.
So was
Yeah,
it not
today.
night at the end of last session, or am I misremembering?
No, you guys woke up super early last session. Scary made sure that you guys were up at about 6 a.m., I want to say.
yeah, to leave early to get most out of the sunlight. But that didn't happen.
You still will have another 3 hours of very dim light, but yeah.
Gotta go.
How long is the boat journey then?
I don't think it's
Ooh,
a boat journey at first. What?
You would have to walk out to the lake, which you are not that far away from. Like you're about a 10-minute walk away, because like the White Lady is on the docks, but you would have to get the boats, then walk them out to the middle of the lake. So it'll probably take about maybe, give or take, 60 minutes or so, and then you've got a couple of hours on a rowboat.
oh god.
Because I would, if it's possible, I would want to have a nap at some point today. So if it's on a boat,
Well, if we only have maybe 3 hours of sunlight, then
yeah, we can go now then.
Well, it's not sunlight. It's dim
not.
light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, yeah.
It's
It's
just
like
close to
light.
Yeah.
What
It's
is
relative.
sunlight?
We're better off going
I
sooner
think we better
rather
go
than
there.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was starting to think too.
Okay,
Just be careful, Trevor.
It's your problem.
I'll sleep on the
You
boat.
killed the fucking dude.
This is your punishment.
I had not. Yeah, I used some of my talents fighting a ghost.
Oh yeah, sure.
Right.
Okay then.
I say we should crack on.
Yeah, let's head.
So about 10 minutes after you've left the tavern, you find it's pretty quickly that you find 2 rowboats that have been tied to a wooden stake that's been driven into the snow. That reads, "Reserved for adventurers by order of Captain Argalath." So your rowboats have been secured for you. Each rowboat can hold up to 4 people. So
How many
one-
are we?
6.
6. So we go 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Or 4 or 2.
3 and 3 is better.
Does
Yeah,
this
you're
never
right.
really count as a person?
It depends on the people like in the boat, like how much.
Stick Scary in one and Santa on the other, anyway.
I weigh like 10 pounds. I'm okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
but
can
the
burn
Goliath
them.
balances things out, so.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a little tighter on a rowboat with Scary, but like Scary and 3 other people could fit on one rowboat.
Yeah. Scary
we're
should
going
be with
3 and 3.
Sniver. So
Yeah.
I feel like we should maybe split up Leon and Landry. Just in case. they
Yeah,
have
I think
something
that would be sensible to
Yeah, that's a good idea,
catch
yeah.
the airboat.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it looks
Oh.
like me, Scary, and who wants to come with me? And me and
You are Scary.
yeah, sorry, Sniver.
well,
Who wants to come with me and Sniver?
Well, it would have to be either Lander or Leon.
Hey, Lander.
I'll come along.
Good, I like the other boat better.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Whisper's on the other boat now.
I'm going to need the people who are rowing each boat to both make a survival check for me.
Guessing that's me.
Yep.
That's
You can do it, friend.
And Santa?
I have 1 survival.
I also have 1 survival, but I have weak arms.
Right, Leon?
17, then. Yeah?
17, very good.
I've never rowed a boat in my life.
Okay, I mean, Sata's probably the best choice then.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try and assist.
This is so funny. You just got these 2 little like pretty boys. It's like, I don't
I-
really want to row.
Fine, I'll do it.
I could help. I could do 1.
Okay,
But I don't know if
15.
that's good.
Just doing 1 row each.
I mean, you can give me advantage, so it's 20.
I'm not giving anybody advantage in this.
Yeah, okay, 15.
15, and what did you get again, Scary?
It was a 17.
Very good, yeah. Both passed the DC, no problem. So no did this morning, which is good. Unfortunately, though, the light dusting of snow, because that weather condition only lasted an hour. So, Niall, I'm going to need you to roll on the weather table again for me. Roll a d12.
Oh,
Can
God.
I curl
Okay.
up into a ball on the boat?
And try and get a short rest in.
Yeah.
I'm going to say with the high roll that Scary got, he's managing to keep the boat stable enough. So, yeah, I will say you can get a short rest in.
Thank you kindly.
So that would be a 7.
A 7.
Oh, I can see your rolls.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
What?
Wait, what? How?
What?
What?
In D&D Beyond.
Where?
I had D&D Beyond open and it
Am I,
said why
am,
we
am
rolled
I
a
being
7.
spied on D&D Beyond?
I
No,
guess-
Oh, the game log. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
there's
Yeah.
now shared dice rolling.
I didn't
How
realize
come-
we were all in a group together.
Nice. I'm looking for this. Is gonna be cool.
Ah, so did it like appear on your sheet the same as it would for me?
It
Oh.
popped
If
up,
you
but then you can actually open the game log.
Yeah, I'll send you
Yeah.
a link. If you open up the campaign page, you can actually see the shared dice rolling log.
And you can see the characters.
I can just open it next to my character sheet.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just so you know, guys, if you click on where it says campaign Damien Run, you see each character, but don't click their names because you'll see their stat blocks and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
And
I
people
don't.
might have secrets on there. I don't think so, but
I don't
I do.
you
I
can't see
do.
notes or
Oh my
anything.
god, we even have the same last initial.
Oh, really? What?
God, LV is the curse of this campaign.
It's love.
So, unfortunately, as you are about an hour into your expedition on the water, a blizzard kicks in. Those of you without cold resistance, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Heck.
So those without cold resistance, you said?
Yep.
What if I'm keeping a continual flame?
I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay.
Wait.
Yikes.
Okay, thank God for that.
Whew.
Okay, so what did everybody get?
15.
15, that's a pass. Yes, Satha, that's a pass, no problem.
Cool.
Sniver?
5.
5, that's a failure. You take 1 point of exhaustion.
There goes the nap.
Lander?
I just wake up freezing. Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
What did you get?
15.
15. Who am I missing? Leon.
I got 7.
You got a 7. You also have a point of exhaustion.
What does 1 point of exhaustion do?
You have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
In the conditions tab of your D&D Beyond character sheet, you
Yeah.
can track exhaustion there, which I think will give you automatic disadvantage on skill checks. I'm not sure.
Let's check.
I'm also going to need another survival check from Sather and Skari, please.
Where do
Okay.
you put exhaustion? I don't have it, but I just.
Oh no,
I
that's
made
7.
below
That's a
HP
big
casting
7.
conditions.
Guys, we're going under.
What?
Are we? I'm guessing we're nearby to them, Damien.
You are close by. What did you get, Skari?
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Nobody's going in the drink. but unfortunately, you have made absolutely no progress towards your destination because you've gotten lost out in the blizzard. I'm going to need another survival check from both of you.
All right.
So that is basically an hour of time waiting.
19.
19. I'm going to say with Scary getting a high roll there, you managed to... Oh, actually...
How did you get lost? It's a straight line.
I mean, can't just Gary lead the group?
Yeah.
I need everybody on Satha's boat to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh dear.
I didn't ask for this job.
Wait, I just rolled dex. Hold on. Is that a
Ooh.
saving? Oh, that was a saving throw. Never mind.
Dex save.
I'm like switching between sites.
Okay.
What'd you get, Satha?
21.
Natural 20. And Leon?
13.
14.
14. You both just about managed to stay on the boat. This time around, it was a little bit rougher going, but yeah, you both just about managed to stay on the boat.
Yeah, this is why they call me the Crit Master.
Yep.
Only rolls and extremes.
Yeah.
I'm going to need another survival check. I'm going to say because there was one failure, one success. You do manage to continue on progress a little bit, but you are losing some more time. Another survival check, please.
Come on, Sarah. You got this.
Well, that's a 23.
Give her shoulder rub.
That's an 8. I think
Failure.
That is so bad.
I think I'll manage to keep up with an 8, right? When is that good?
Because again, Scary rolled so high, he manages to keep you on board. He manages to keep you on track as well. It's still slow going. Nobody's going in the drink this time, or nearly going in the drink this time. But yeah, I'm going to need one final survival check for you guys.
Do you want me to take over, Sada?
No, I can handle this.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm holding on to the
10.
10.
20.
20.
Oh.
You just about managed to get through this blizzard. You could have gotten here a little bit quicker. In fact, actually, no, because of that, the blizzard runs out. I'm going to need one more weather check before we manage to get to our destination here. And Monk, you went early last time, so Cassie, it's wait, no, Niall's turn, right? Was it now? No, Niall just went.
No, just went.
Cassie, roll me a d12.
Wait, you said there was a blizzard? I thought, did I hear wrong, or weren't there clear weather?
10.
A 10.
No, I rolled a blizzard just as we went on the water.
Oh, okay.
Just as you guys were out in the water, that's why it's taking you so long to get this far. 10. Oh boy.
I think that's bad.
Oh no.
You begin to hear a rumbling in the clouds above you as a lightning storm begins to start. I will say at this point now, it's pitch black out there.
Oh,
Is it good or bad to be in water during a lightning storm?
We're on wooden boats.
Probably bad because there's nothing else like
nothing
sticking
around.
Up.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've heard about that, and especially since we have like metal weapons and armor and shit.
Yeah.
Cassie, I need you to roll a percentile die for me.
What is that? 100?
Yep.
36.
Okay. A lot of lightning bolts are coming down fairly close to you guys, but mercifully non-strike too close to you guys to cause you any harm. But yeah, it is a very, very loud lightning storm out there. And about an hour into the lightning storm, you see out in the distance... just a minute. What do you mean, David?
I'm just from my memory.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't need to roll a con save when the blizzard kicked in because you have resistance to cold damage. The same for Leon as well.
Okay.
Alright, so let me just
I was just thinking there's something else, but I can't remember. Anyway, carry on.
So it does take a couple of hours for you guys, especially more hours on top of that with the blizzard. I'm going to say it's roughly 4 p.m. now. And a couple of hours into your journey, you do make your way across the lake in a direction that you were told where the fishermen would be, roughly. And you see a rowboat that bobs untethered in the water amidst some small ice floes, not far from an 80-foot cliff that abuts the shoreline. The mouths of 4 cave entrances dot the snowy cliffside. One of these caves is at water level, and the others are elevated 20 to 30 feet above the frozen lake. And even from this distance, in fact, actually, no, because of the lightning, you wouldn't be able to hear that. But yeah, you can see a rowboat that's bobbing, as I said, untethered in the water, not too far away from these cave entrances.
Is there like a big boat, like the big one that cuts through ice to go fish?
No, this isn't a boat that. This is not a boat that cuts through the ice. It's a slightly bigger rowboat than the ones that you are. In fact, make a check for me, Sniver. They are roughly the same size, a bit bigger than the rowboats you're currently in.
With disadvantage, that's 14.
Wow, that's all right. Yeah, you can see carved into the side of the boat the name of the boat, the bunch of knuckleheads. So this is the boat that you've come looking for.
I'll just chuckle. It's a good name.
Gotta keep your spirits up.
Can I get the boat up to it and like attach the boat to it?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Tie it
It's
off?
not too far away. It's not too far away from the shoreline. If you do have rope, you can certainly attach that rowboat to your boat.
Should do.
If we just bring the ship back, does that count as remains?
I do.
She's
I have
specifically-
50 feet of rope, so yeah, I'm gonna tie it up to my boat and head up to the shore.
Okay, so you guys are parking your boats up on the shore.
That's what I'm doing. I don't know what the other boat's doing. If they even made it.
You look behind you and you do see stuff
yeah,
that's-
I'll be using dancing lights so that we can see better.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull up like next to the other boat. I'm not gonna like split up or anything.
Okie dokie. Yeah, as I say, you do see the cave entrances that I mentioned, and like an 80-foot high cliff. Who's got the highest passive perception? I'm probably going to say you, Sniver. There are some lights, some very, very, very faint tracks that on the ice that lead from the boat to the southernmost cave.
Oh boy.
And you do see inside of the rowboat as well, for anybody who's checking, there are 4 oars, 4 sets of fishing tackle, and a dozen empty bottles laying in it.
Wow.
Are all the bottles empty?
They are.
I wonder if they found the perfect amount to keep them warm.
Well, they better have, otherwise they'll be dead. So they
Alright.
crashed, they beached here and then walked into the cave over there, I guess.
It's worth
Sniver,
it.
as you're saying this, I want everybody to make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, is there a way to do disadvantage here? I can't remember.
You right click on it.
That's right.
By the way, I want to grab two.
Woo! 21.
With
So
disadvantage.
9.
Wow.
11.
Yeah, I dropped a nat 20.
Ooh.
Leo?
I rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Was it
Right.
perception?
Yes. With
16.
everybody with disadvantage.
16 disadvantage.
Okay, I will say, Satha, what did you get? 16. Yeah, I will say Satha.
No, 11. Disadvantage, remember?
Oh, shoot, yeah. In that case, then I will say Leon and Leo, you hear not too far away from where you are right now, this high-pitched, like, ah, ah, screams, kind of like, I can't really do it because my throat's fucked a little bit, but it's a high-pitched scream, it sounds.
Like a bird.
Kind of like a bird, yeah, but it's weird and different. Almost, in a way, kind of sounds humanoid.
Okay, is there any check I can do to recognize it, or?
Make me a nature
Would-
check with disadvantage.
Yeah, would I have any?
Make me a nature
that's
check.
a 1.
Okay.
Would it
Straight
be
or does it
similar?
Oh, never mind. 9.
Damien, would it be similar to the beast of burden that we seen?
Is you couldn't hear it, so you don't. know.
Okay, fair enough.
Just 10 for me.
10. You don't really know what it is that's causing
And
it.
where's it
However,
coming from?
Just
The
above
cave,
you.
or? Oh, okay.
From
I'm
just
gonna
above
throw
you
my
on you.
lights up.
Okay,
Oh.
you throw the dancing lights up, and as you do that, you catch the sight of 2 winged humanoids flying down towards you. I
What
need
the
everybody.
fuck?
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm exhausted. Fuck, I forgot.
Is initiative with disadvantage?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's,
it is.
technically a skill check. Yeah.
Yeah, I can never remember that one.
Wait, so are we doing it with this?
Oh, These
no, only if you're
guys.
exhausted.
Oh no, he is exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get in, Liverpool scored.
15.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Dude, you're DMing.
I just checked Twitter.
Okay.
He's not watching.
Are there arms wings or do they just have wings?
They have wings. Oh wait,
Okay.
sorry. They have arms and wings. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when the
okay.
lights go up, did we all get a chance to see them, or
You've all seen them, yes.
Yeah.
did anyone
This
know
map
what
is
the fuck
sick.
they were?
I'm gonna bring up the initiative tracker now.
This map is sick. By the way, I was saying before that happened, I just want to grab 2 oars out of that boat.
Yes,
Since
you
they're
do so, no
hardcore,
problem.
just in case it helps.
Fucking hate the way I've got to do this. I'm just gonna add you all to the channel. I'm gonna drag your tokens up.
It's intense music.
I'm just gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah, if anyone needs to go potty now.
Oh, I'm right next to them. God. Are we able to edit these ourselves?
Yes, you are. You should be able to, yeah. Everybody get your initiative up on the tracker. If you don't know how to do that, I will do it for you.
Yeah, mine's an 11. I don't know how to edit it.
11. Lando, what did you get?
He's muted.
There's now gone potty, now it's gone potty.
Right, yeah.
Sliver has already got his up. Yeah, everybody just needs to roll for these now. Ooh, that's not too bad. I love this track so much. It might be a bit over the top for a couple of harpies, but it's still great.
Yeah, I just checked like the actual Watch Together channel, see a fucking dragon. I'm like, oh no. Fucking hell, no wonder did he die. Fucking ancient black dragon just chilling there, yeah.
If we encounter a dragon, this is the perfect music track, definitely.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'll do what little kobolds do in that situation, pray to it. It spares me.
The ceiling god has sent down one of its children!
Lander, you need to roll initiative, by the way.
I have 15.
15, right.
Oh god, what the fuck do we do?
Okay, start top of the round. Scary, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Are they getting aggressive to us?
Oh yeah, they're flying very fast in your direction. At this point, they're about 20 feet up in the air.
20 feet up in the air.
Oh boy.
Guess I'll take out one of my javelins.
Okay.
How many javelins do I have actually?
You should have about 5. Also,
got
they
5.
just for the record, in case anybody's wondering, they are wielding a club weapon as well.
Oh boy.
Take out one of my javelins and give it a lob at the blue one.
Just a moment. I just want to double check something.
If I can.
Yeah, it's a straight attack roll. Go for it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that is a 24.
24 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Oh, that's a 9.
9 points of damage. Nice.
Big rolls.
Yeah, big hit. You manage to throw the javelin. It lands square in its left shoulder, causing it to scream out in pain once more. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll come and I'll stand on the top of the front of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And just get ready.
Okay, you do so. Alanda.
Hello. I
It's your
will
turn.
immediately cast Mage Armor on myself and stay put.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
Nope.
But actually, I'm just gonna move the harpy back a little. Yeah, so you haven't really got much
Harpies?
room. Yeah, that's what they are, the harpies.
I was pretty sure, yeah.
There is room to retreat behind you if you want. Actually, no, you are on the lake shore, actually, so no, like, if you go back any further, you will fall in the water, thinking about it. Apologies. Okay, is that everything, Lander, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, it's now the Harpy's turn. The Harpy on the left begins to sing this beautiful melody. I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. Fucking harpies.
That is a
I'm on the boat
big
with Scary.
old
I feel like I should be
6.
next to Leon or something on the map.
Scary, you are charmed. Sathe, you saved.
Oh, I rolled a fat fucking 1.
You are charmed.
19.
19, that's a save. Leo?
9.
9, you are charmed as well.
Jesus.
Nigga?
13.
13, that is a save.
Oh,
You.
Ah,
fuck.
okay. Just a moment, just to make sure, yeah. Okay, while charmed by the harpy, you are incapacitated, and you ignore the song of other harpies. If the charm target is more than 5 feet away from the harpy, the target must move on its turn towards the harpy by the most direct route. It
Oh,
doesn't. Okay. The second harpy is going to... Sorry, so your what's the most charmed looking one? Oh, it's a little horse. There we go. Who else failed that? Leon?
I failed it. Are we supposed to be able to move our tokens? Because I can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
can you not?
I can move mine.
I can move mine.
Yeah, I can.
I can't move mine.
Da, da, da,
Hey,
da.
I don't like the skull and crossbones.
I didn't mean to give you that. Okay, Cassie, you can move yours. Can you not move yours? Sathe?
Yeah, now I can. Okay.
That's right. He hasn't gave you a big red X prematurely yet, so you're right.
One over there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, who else failed that?
Why am I on the
Sorry,
boat
yeah.
with Scary? I was with them.
Oh, okay, sorry, my bad.
That's why I
Yeah,
wanted to
just
move it.
go across. Oh, Jesus.
Well, we're on ice now, right? We've gone.
Yeah, you're
up
on
boat.
ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That
I
is
thought
not
we were
gonna-
walking.
That is not going
Okay,
to
that makes
prove any
more sense.
disadvantage because you all have crampons attached to your feet, so you can move across ice with no problem.
Okay.
Great. We can move toward the harpies faster.
I'll just...
Yes, you can. The second harpy is going to move in, fly in, and is going to make 2 attacks against you, Lander. First attack with its claw. That is an 8 to hit. Pretty sure that misses, but you
that
are a wizard, so I've got a
misses.
chance. And it's going to make a second attack with its club. That's a little better. That is a 16 to hit.
I'm just trying to check. Hang on. That hits.
That
Have I
hits,
changed
okay.
Mage Armor?
No, it should be 13 plus your dexterity modifier. That's what it brings. That's what your AC is.
Yeah.
Bringing. Which one of
Okay.
these looks like concentration? Yeah, this looks like the concentration. Lander, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is the end of the harpy's
Hang on,
turn.
can I shield that?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Yeah, I'll shield it.
Okay, yeah. You throw up this green wave of energy, and the club bounces off your shoulder, dealing no damage.
Did that harpy come into melee range?
Yes, it did.
So is it just like floating on the ground with us then?
Oh no, sorry. It's flying about 5 feet above you guys, so it's still flying in the air, but it's within range to smack Lander.
So it's 10 feet, like, range.
For you to hit it, no, it's 5 feet. Like you could
Okay,
jump up
okay.
and smack it with your stick or whatever.
I was just wondering like which weapon I want to use then, because I've got 10. How's the quarterstaff only 5 feet? What? I guess mine's like 1 foot tall. That's probably why.
Yeah, probably. Well, probably right. Yeah. It's weird that quarterstaffs don't have a range, but
Yeah.
they're not. But again, spears don't. So I guess it's just a game balancing thing.
Yeah.
Right. So on this turn, you watch Leon just like kind of his face kind of like drops, and it's almost like he's drooling in the corner of his mouth. He's kind of like, oh, attractive female, and he just begins to wander over to the harpy. And unfortunately, that is going to be the end of your turn. But at the end of your turn, make me another wisdom saving throw.
Can't be worse than the last one. 8.
8. Unfortunately, that's a failure. You are still charmed. Sniver, it's your turn.
Right. Let's go. Gonna jump up. I'm gonna swing my fucking quarterstaff, like I'm trying to hit a pinata.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Ooh,
Are
I
you
get-
covering your eyes?
I get advantage,
Don't
don't
give
I?
him ideas.
Why did you get advantage?
Pack tactics.
Oh god, I forgot
Oh,
kobolds have got that. Yeah, you do.
That's a natural 19.
That hits, and Salah's just got the second goal. Roll damage.
Nice. Yeah, right, make sure I was using the correct die. Oh, fattest that I can get. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Very good.
Man.
Nice.
And then I'll bonus action as I'm like falling back to the ground, just like try and swipe at it with my leg and kick it.
Boost it in the shin again. Go for it.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll.
I forget kobolds of that.
21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll damage.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Yeah, you're wailing away on this thing. You're doing some solid damage. Its right shin is bright red with the amounts of smacks it's just received.
Right, action, bonus action. Yeah, I'll just stay where I am. It's my turn.
Okay. Leo, that really sexy lady up there is singing a beautiful song. You really want to go and be as close to her as humanly possible.
I walk like an Elder Scrolls NPC into Santa's back.
So
Wait,
yeah,
what
Santa,
kind of-
you feel this nudge in your back. You're like, what the hell? You turn around a little bit, notice that like Leo is just trying to
I
walk
get
back
it.
to you.
Whoop.
I can't wait to get back to
Can I be here?
Skelegrad. Excuse me,
You better
pardon
step
me,
a little
come
bit closer. If I have to be this close, you do too.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can move there. Oh, mind you, yeah, going through another.
Is this
person's
not a
square.
cliff? Am I wrong?
No, this is flat ground. It's a little bit like this is the
Ooh.
big cliff that you were looking at over here.
Sorry, I'm
I'd
not,
love to
you're
go
not
there.
seeing what you're saying, signing.
This right
Here.
here. This is the
Correct.
cliff face, yeah.
Okay.
This map is the closest I could find to something that resembles what we were going for here. So yeah, we'll say this is the cliff face right here.
Hey, why don't you guys try hitting them? Oh, why the fuck are they queuing up?
Do I? Is there a save at the end of the turn, or
There is, yeah.
Yeah,
Make a wisdom
wisdom.
saving throw.
Ooh, do I trust my dice, or should I use random internet numbers? I'll use the dice. Oh,
Heart of dice.
a 17.
17. That saves. You are no longer charmed.
Ah,
So you kind of fall out of this charm and you're looking up at this disgusting, hideous-looking creature. And like Leon's looking up as if he's just found his true love in the world.
He hears my words of wisdom.
I slap Leon.
Leo doesn't care. Doesn't even feel it.
Hey, Leo, we're all gonna murder you tonight.
Wait, what?
Words aren't getting through to him. Satha, it is your turn.
Okay, so the blue one is in the air, right?
She's 20 feet up in the air at the moment, yes.
That one is not damaged at all, right?
The one that has charmed the people? No, she's not been damaged yet. Wait, has she?
Blue
she
one
has,
has
she has,
a
yeah.
blue one has a.
Scurry through a javelin at it.
Oh, right.
Hold
Forgot.
Right.
Cassie, I have a message for you from Brooke. Tell Cassie I want to ride Leon like a skateboard.
What?
Why?
She thinks you're really hot, apparently.
Careful, if you do that, he might die.
Sure she doesn't mean
Ready for
Leo.
a trial.
That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know how Brooke's mind works.
I'm gonna toss a javelin as well at blue.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with the greatsword.
Go for it. Make an attack.
Um,
Unfortunately, it's 7 does
not flanking. Nope.
Nope.
Okay, then that's me. Yep.
Okie dokie. Scary, you feel so bad for throwing that javelin at the new love of your life.
Oh no.
And you do move closer to the harpy. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Cool. For 13.
13, that's a save. You are no longer charmed. You don't feel so bad about throwing the javelin at her now.
Getting another one soon.
Alrighty then. Alander,
Hello.
your turn.
I'm just going to cast on the one that was damaged first.
The blue one.
I'm going to cast. Yep, the blue one.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay, is that a con save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save, okay. That is a 14.
That is a save.
That's a save, yep. So you let off this green pulse of necrotic energy. Unfortunately, she manages to dodge out of the way just in time, dealing no damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, not really.
Okay. It's now the Harpy's turn. I just want to double check something.
I cover my ears.
The first Harpy is going to have to use a bonus action to maintain concentration on the charm. And she's going to make an attack against Scary first.
Okay.
With her claws.
Oh, she's
Ooh.
coming down.
Yeah, she's going to fly down 15 feet to take a swipe at you, Scary, and that's a massive 7 to hit.
Perfect.
Can be a big old miss.
And then she's going to attempt to bonk Leo on the Leo on the head with her club. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
My head is not that strong.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Noted.
The green harpy is also going to attempt her luring song. I need everybody apart from Leon to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Are you not immune to it for like a week or something?
Oh, sorry. Apologies. Thank you for reminding me. Scary and Leo, you don't have to.
Sweet. Thanks.
16.
Wait, I
16.
thought
Is that after snapping out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, after snapping out
Okay.
of it, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 21 anyway, so.
That's a save.
Okay, so you're not immune from resisting it either, or is that just from the
No.
same one? Okay.
Yeah, it's only if you've been hit by it before and come out of it since.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that my character wouldn't know how it works either. Let's see, wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nope, I'm gone.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you are charmed. Lander.
4.
4. You are also charmed. But she had to use her action to do that, so she cannot make an attack, which means it is now Leon's turn. Leon, she is so pretty. So pretty.
Wisdom save?
Yep, make a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
That's a 3.
Tell you are still charmed. Snither, you look to your left and to your right, and you see Lander and Satha seem to have fallen hard for this beautiful harpy.
Bunch of weak minds, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna same again, jump up and strike upwards with my quarterstaff.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
That is 21 a hit.
21 hits. Roll damage.
5 points of damage.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. She is now bloodied.
I will bonus action just drop kick her.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll damage.
10 damage.
Man, 10 damage. Damn, that's a lot of damage. This one is looking extremely rough. Extremely rough.
Nice.
Hey guys, hit them, kill them.
Yeah, like several different flavors of fucked up because you've hit it that many times. Leo, it's your turn.
If I move here, would I get flanking with Scarred?
Yes, you would.
Ooh, or I could hit this one. I would take opportunity attack then. Wait, or I have my bonus action thing to dodge that.
Bonus
Cunning
action.
action.
Oh yeah, you can.
I
Yeah,
can
you can bonus
disengage.
action engage.
disengage, go over here. Would that be flanking? There.
Yeah. That would be
Cool.
flanking.
I'm gonna bring her my ice pick.
Nice.
Ice, you mean?
You could also get flanking here if you want to be there.
Was it you?
Ooh, it's a 16 and a 17, so
Both hit, roll damage.
yeah, it's a lot.
Ice pick, ice knife. Fucking what's going on here?
Right.
Got my eyes on you.
It's almost like you're in a frozen tundra or something.
Fine. 8.
8, how do you want to do this?
Right through the mouth.
Okay, yeah, you do so, and you manage to just pull its jaw off. It's a pretty fucking gruesome scene, but it has fallen dead.
I just see like 1 inch of the ice appear on the other side of the head there.
Can't see now, can you?
You just see the ice pick like come through the back, through the mouth towards you.
Yeah, it'd be dangerous if I weren't 2 foot tall.
Yeah.
All right, you still have movements, I believe.
Yes. I'll just move here. Yeah, and I'll chuck the harpy off the ice pick.
Okie dokie, very good. Sather and Lander, you are no longer charmed.
Oh, it was that one. Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say that in character as well then. Can't see anymore now, can you?
Bitch!
Yeah.
A pickaxe to the back of the neck will do that to someone.
You tell her.
Okay, I'm gonna move up here and gonna do my thing. 18.
18 hits, roll damage.
8.
8 points of damage, very good.
And I'm not gonna use the smite. Yep.
Okie
That's
dokie.
me.
Okie dokie. Scaria, it's your turn.
So, is this guy in attacking range?
She is, yeah.
I'm gonna have to give her a big old slap. Is she the one who charmed us, or
It is, yeah.
is she getting an extra hard one?
Yeah, she is.
If it was out of 2, I'd give her one. Whee!
I mean, don't have reckless or anything like that, do I? I do. Yeah,
Try
I'll
not
go.
to ruin it.
Oh, wait, I've got. No, I don't. Yeah, I'll go reckless.
Go for it, make an attack
I'll
with
miss.
advantage.
Great axe. Wow, double 6s. That's a 12 to hit.
12 still hits, roll damage.
Oh, max damage 16.
Ooh.
16. God, you just nearly dropped it with that, man. You weren't too far off. Safe to say she is
Absolutely.
bloodied, and she's starting to look panicked. She's starting to look for escape routes here. Anything else?
Is that icon for concentration?
Yeah.
Good point.
Actually, that's a very good point. Well, with a natural 18, she's definitely going to pass the concentration check.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Wait, there's been multiple attacks though. One for me at least.
So, yeah, there have been, yeah. So, I believe she's been hit 2 more times, so I'll make 2 more. Ugh, doesn't matter, because with a 3, she will drop concentration.
Sweet.
Leo, you've just snapped back to your senses.
Look.
Leon, stop drooling.
What's
Anything else, Scary?
That's it. I mean, he's dead, right?
Nope.
Getting close, getting close.
Close.
Soon.
Lander, it's your turn.
Back again to my only damaging cantrip. Toll the Dead.
Wisdom save, yeah?
Yep.
With a natural 2, that's going to be a failure. Roll damage.
Okay, so that'll be.
D12, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. 2.
2 damage. She's just still up. Yeah, you are very, very quickly wailing away on her. It is now... unless you want to do anything else, Lander.
Nope. That'll
Okay.
do me.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. It is now the Harpy's turn. The Harpy is going to attempt to fly away, which means
Eee.
Kari and Satha, you both get attacks of opportunity.
I didn't get a
Oh.
disengage.
She didn't disengage. She just flew away.
All right.
Go on, miss, let her off.
And if you have some kind of a melee weapon, Leon, you can as well. 12 hits. Roll damage.
I wouldn't have one on hand.
Whoa.
so-
Okay.
You punch her.
12.
How do you want to, Sather? How do you want to do this?
You're not
Uh,
flicker at this point.
I'm gonna clip off one of her wings as she tries to fly away, and then I'm gonna stomp on her face.
Brutal.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna ruin the meat. No.
What?
I just
Yeah.
kind of stare at
Alright.
Sniver.
What the
What?
cheek meat?
Yes. That's the whole ration gone now.
You have
Leon's gonna
experience.
look a little ill and take some steps away.
Okay, we are now out of initiative order. If there's anything you wish to do.
Is the lightning storm still going on?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Make me a nature check, please, Leo.
Yeah, with disadvantage, because I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. You think you've been around Icewind Dale long enough to know basically how long these things tend to go on for. You're guessing this lightning storm's probably going to go on about another 2 hours. And actually, on that point, Cassie, I need you to roll me another D100, please.
Okie dokie.
Oh god.
20.
20. Yep. Nothing happens.
Is the other harpy, is there any salvageable things that I can make a meal out of?
If you take
I mean,
time, right?
yeah, if you take the time to butcher it, you certainly can, yeah.
We need to get to some
We
shelter,
don't
though.
have a lot of
I, I,
time.
I won't spend time doing it. I'll just pick her up and
You
carry
can
it.
carry it along.
Make me a strength check with disadvantage.
Are they heavy harpies? I thought they were like.
No, you're just tiny.
Oh, yeah, but I thought it'd be like carrying like a dead turkey, just like by the neck.
I imagine by the, I imagine by the
Bigger than
feet.
turkeys.
Yeah.
6.
6, that's way too heavy for you, and it's 3-0 to Liverpool, Genie Wijnaldum.
Liverpool.
I'll leave it then.
Okay, yeah, you guys have just watched him just trying to drag it. Like, he didn't explain why he's dragging the harpy with him, but yeah, he is dragging a harpy.
We need
So
to get to
the-
shelter.
Should we go to the cave and cautiously,
The
maybe?
best
it
shelter
out?
would
Yeah.
be exactly where the fishermen went to survive the storm and then didn't show up for 4 days. So I suggest we too follow that cave.
That sounds like a great
Yeah,
idea.
we need to
Sniver.
investigate
Which we
anyways.
definitely
What?
won't go missing for 4 days.
Because
Yeah.
you are outside there now, I'm going to take you to...
Oh,
This is basically what you're looking at.
oh.
Just blah.
This entrance here is where you see the footprints going to.
Okay, you need to zoom
That
out.
one's in the water? Or is it just ice?
So
It's
which
all
one? The
ice,
middle
yeah,
one?
it's all ice.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
If
Okay.
you zoom out a little bit, you'll be able to see. This is where the tracks went to, and there are 3 other entrances. This one is roughly 20 feet up. This is 30 feet, and this is also 30 feet. Oh, I wrote a thing down. Nice.
So the
Look at
tracks
me.
are in the bottom one.
Yes, they are.
Guess we're going that way.
Yes, follow the tracks.
Yeah, we'd better, right?
You should be
Yeah.
able to move your characters about as well.
Stay on plan.
Well, I'm not going in first, but I've got dancing lights up.
Gary taking point.
Okey
Yeah.
dokey.
I'm not
Hopefully
great
they
at
were
this.
considerate enough to die close to the entrance.
I got the produce flame rolling as well.
No problem. So yeah, it's one of them. Like, you guys can move your characters in bit by bit if you want.
How can I throw the dancing lights? What's the range on this?
Yes, you can. I believe it's 120,
120 feet. So yeah, I'll.
There is a bit of a corner here, but you can see. Yeah,
Because I've got 4, right? They don't
I'll
need to stay
come up-
that close to each other, so I can send like one 120 feet ahead and
Yeah.
have the other ones kind of.
I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for the other ones to catch up.
Lander Sniver, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're walking. I was nothing.
Yeah. I'm not taking any risks.
Yeah, unless you go one further, you won't be able to see much more.
There's nothing we can do.
Okay. At the end of this corridor, you can see what appears to be a 10-foot tall sheet of ice. And make me No, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You could tell this at one point used to be a waterfall.
What, coming down?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And I'm
It's not
guessing out the front of those ones as well, there'd be like ice, kind of like waterfall kind of ice.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
pretty,
they-
but it's also
they-
terrifying.
They scaled it, maybe.
Yeah,
Is this
there
like
are-
flowing water, like inside?
No, this
Is
is
it-
all ice. This is ice.
Is there tracks in here? Like,
Yeah, I was about to
Make a
ask.
survival check for me.
I'm doing one as well.
Go for it.
Can we
Say
roll?
19.
Never mind.
What did you get, sorry?
19.
19. The tracks seem to end pretty much where your character is right now, where your token is
Yeah.
right now, and there's no sign of the tracks retreating or going anywhere else. They just seem to just vanish from the spot here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, maybe we check up top in case it's just from climbing, right?
surely there'd be marks in the wall where they used
They
like picks to
climbed
go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
That's
tall
right.
is the wall?
10
It's about
feet.
10 feet tall.
Can we just chuck the lizard up there?
Can you chuck the lizard up there personally?
I'm gonna grab one of the lizard's limbs,
are
lift it above my head.
you resisting, Snibber?
How does
He
he do
can't
it?
resist. I'm just grabbing one of your limbs and essentially lifting you up.
If you're lifting me
To
and
the
not
top
throwing me,
of his
then
head.
yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay then. Make me an athletics check with advantage.
Like a kid at the parade trying to stand on his dad's shoulders. Athletics.
Yeah, with advantage, but you are exhausted, so it's just a straight roll.
Should have just fucking jumped up with acrobatics first. That's a straight roll, so that's a 5.
5. Uh-oh.
I'm not throwing him, I'm lifting him. So
I know. So, Sniver, as you are trying to climb your way up this waterfall,
I'm not
You
climbing the waterfall, am I? I'm just standing on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's just picking
no, you
up.
said you wanted to climb up it.
No, I said I'm a kid at a parade on his shoulders.
Oh, you're just looking over the top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
That's,
see.
that's why I was gonna resist if I got fucking tossed off the wall. I was like, none of that.
So your eyes are peeking over.
Okay, with your eyes peeking over. That's about as much as you can actually. So you do have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've got lights, so.
Only as far as you can see, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks like there's a path going to the right there.
Yeah.
I say. Go on, guys. Yeah, climb up, and I get down off his shoulders.
You get down, you. Wait,
Yeah.
you're not going up?
No.
Were there footprints up there?
Is
No.
it so is it just like I don't know, like essentially like a cliff that's 10 feet of ice and then
Yeah.
it carries on with, like the room? Or is it like a wall so there's a drop of 10 feet on the other side?
I'm just
No,
gonna-
it's like climbing up. It's the basically
Cliff.
where Sniver was having a look at. It was just straight ahead, so there's no dip
Okay.
after the waterfall.
Okay.
Sniver,
I
did you
can,
see any
I can always
footprints up
offer
there?
to just send my familiar ahead, and then that way, like anything ahead, we'll see,
That would be useful.
and I can climb.
I think that's a good
would be
idea.
useful.
He's not the slowest spider in the world.
It's actually not that bad. I think it's got like 20 feet of movement.
Was there any
Yeah, but
tracks up
it's-
there when I was up there?
Make a perception check for me. With disadvantage.
That's a 9.
9. You didn't see any.
Would it be perception or survival to track?
Because you were looking for
Ah,
tracks, it would be perception.
Sad. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Can I take my rope and tie it to a javelin and try to toss it up?
I'm gonna say no because you can't, because the ceilings in this place are 50 feet up. So, and you can't really see.
Well, I was trying to aim like at the wall, like kind of the wall I can see. Like, if I can get an arrow here.
be hard to get it in deep enough to actually use
It would be hard to get it in deep enough, yeah.
Like,
So
up
is
there.
it 10 feet tall?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
10 feet tall, yeah.
Let's just use Scary as a staircase.
No, I can lift people up.
Scary, can you lift me up?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, I'm tired.
I'll lift him up.
I'm
Okay.
going to attempt to climb.
Leo, make me an athletics check with advantage.
But straight because I also have disadvantage.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh baby, that's a 6.
A 6. Okay. So, as you dig your fingers into the ice and try and pull yourself up, you realize that the patch of ice that you've tried to get on is a lot thinner than you were anticipating, and the ice underneath you just shatters, and you fall down to the ground. I will say you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and as the ice breaks, you see this really strange blue creature that seems to have been frozen in the waterfall begin to stir to life a little bit, and I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative again.
Oh, shit.
Goodies.
Ah, just as I had a great idea.
Sorry.
10.
Oh, he looks nice, pleasant.
He's very pleasant.
Yeah, it looks like a right laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, what the fuck?
I got a 10, Damien.
We fighting like a Lapras or something?
Yo, what
Wait,
the
where am
fuck?
I?
Is this
I
what
thought-
you
I
meant
thought
when you
you
said
were-
like the maps were shit because this is a large creature and the other one? It was
Yep,
just
that's
kinda,
what I meant, yeah. Because
Yeah.
if you look at it in the book, because if you have a look in the area that you were just in, it would have like 2 spaces to move in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the only reason why you went there, Saf, was because I thought you were just going to drag yourself onto the board, so...
Oh, well, yeah, I can do that.
Oh no.
So has this creature come out from the waterfall?
It has, yeah.
I hate being first in initiative.
Does
I-
anyone
I-
else
They do.
feel like the room suddenly just expanded by many orders of magnitude?
It's just
I'm
like
getting,
quadrupled in size.
yeah, I'm getting vertigo.
Because it is 6:30, do we want to go on our break before we do this fight?
I mean, this.
I'm all good.
Yeah, I'm
if
good
it's a
too.
shorter session anyway, I'm alright.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be back in like 10 seconds. I need to go for a pee anyway.
I need an excuse to go for a coffee, so that's why I was there.
Oh,
So,
I mean, we can.
I'll be like
If you
fast,
wanna get
so
that,
I'll
you
be
can do
double rate.
we'll do initiative before we go, though. Landa.
10.
10.
I also got. Oh, you did.
9.
9. Sniver.
21.
Okay. Leo.
I've done it. 13.
Okay. Scary.
Natural fucking 20.
Lovely.
For a total of
23 total.
All of you with exhaustion, don't forget to roll with disadvantage.
Yep, I did.
Man, my initiative is shit.
Life of a paladin, dude. Because
Yeah.
there's no paladin on the planet except for dex build paladins that actually give a fuck about dexterity.
Dex build paladins are fun.
Oh, they definitely
Those
are.
are fun.
One of the NPCs in my home campaign is actually is a dex paladin. I can't wait to use her. She's fucking awesome.
Cool, cool.
Are you sure she's not half Hexblade Warlock?
Shut up, lad! Don't give it away.
It's not
No,
exactly a giveaway.
Yeah, he
though.
didn't give
Yeah.
anything away, don't worry.
No, she
Every
has-
character you make is half Hexblade.
Or at least
See,
far Hexblade.
Believe it or not, she is just actually a straight up paladin. Actually, no, I think she's got some levels of fighter, but that's it.
I call bullshit.
Okay,
It is not a hexblade.
you want to go get your coffee then?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get myself a coffee.
Okay, I'll go get a
Maybe
drink.
that's it.
Oh,
Yeah, we're rolling a small breaker. Gonna put the recording on pause.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Perfect timing.
what's on, my guys?
We're so good.
Okay, so initiative is on the board. Scary, you're up first.
Guy looks a bit dangerous, so I'm gonna go into a rage.
Can I do that?
Sutton.
I mean, you can, but you're not gonna get any benefit out of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, bro, by all means, be angry if you want. Have a go.
And what does that do again?
resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage.
Okay, advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks,
And
plus
plus
2
2
melee
damage.
damage with strength weapons. Okay. I'm gonna smacky.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Ooh, that's a 24.
24 definitely hits. Roll damage.
So it's 14.
14 points of damage.
Because that my roll on D&D doesn't include rage.
Okay.
Can we get a description of this thing?
Yeah, it looks like a giant sea serpent that's made entirely out of water.
Like how long? Oh, it's made of water. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't
Size?
really, like, the bottom of it appears to be like attached and almost frozen in place at the base of the waterfall, so you can't really tell how long it might be.
Okay. How big's his head?
Fucking huge.
Okay.
Would anyone here be familiar with this creature at all, or is it just totally?
I will say Leon and Lander, make me Arcana, or actually, no, make me nature checks.
Oh, I liked Arcana better.
Boss arcane me.
How much
14?
damage did you do, Scary?
14.
14. You strike at the creature. Didn't seem to have done as much damage as you thought it might be. As you
Oh,
thought.
that's what I wanted to ask. No.
Yeah, that attack you were expecting to see a lot more damage. You got a 14, Leon.
Slashing,
Lander?
yeah.
6.
A 6. Unfortunately, you guys have not really even heard of this thing before.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. Okay, Sniver, it's your turn.
I'll move over here,
Okay.
and then I'll whack it in
Wait.
the tail with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
He's gonna climb up the waterfall?
No, I'm at the bottom of the waterfall.
This is, the
there,
base of
am I?
this is the base of the waterfall. Actually, sorry.
Oh, I see.
just
That's
wanna
kind of
move
like the
actually-
foam.
Oh, okay.
That's
It should be there, sorry. It should be there, my apologies.
Alright, then I'll move to this one now.
and I should be like here.
Yeah, you can be there, that's no problem.
Or- yeah.
Sorry, that was my bad.
I should be this good.
Wait, let me just check the range on this. Okay, it's within 5 feet of it, not me. Good. We're in a U shape around it. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna whack it with my quarterstaff.
Go for it, make an attack roll.
17 to hit.
With advantage, because... Oh, wait, yeah, because...
I have pack tactics, I always have advantage.
17 to hit, 17 hits, roll damage.
Phew. That is 6 points of damage.
Once again, you smack into this thing with your quarterstaff, not doing as much damage as you used to it. It seems to just, like, pass through it and not do that much damage.
I'll put it away and I'll fucking bonus action flurry of blows, spend a key point.
Go for it, make attack rolls.
Scratch at it with my fucking claws. 23 to hit.
23 hits, roll damage.
And 18 to hit.
18, both hit, roll damage.
Is it D6 or D4 on these? D4, okay. 15 damage combined.
Okay. Yeah, again, your fist, you're hitting it, you're definitely doing damage, but it's just not as much as you used to.
Fucking punching water, essentially. My hand was just coming out.
Basically, yeah. Alright,
yeah.
anything else?
That'll be all.
Okay. Leo.
Cool. I'm gonna pull out my hatchet and my hunting knife, and I guess I'll move down here and game the system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll swipe.
Go for it.
Oh dear. 9.
9 misses, unfortunately.
I can do offhand, right?
Yes, you can.
18.
18 hits, roll damage.
Yeah. 6.
6. Is that including sneak attack?
Yes.
Oh damn.
Well, because it's offhand, I don't get dex.
That's true enough, yeah. Again, you take another swipe at this thing, and same results as Scary and Sniver, just not doing as much damage as you used to.
Oh god.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm just gonna be scared.
It's like that ghost thingy. It's not getting hit properly.
It is now the water weird's turn.
The water
It is fucking weird.
It is, yeah. It is going to make a constrict attack against Sather.
Oh, fuck.
Water and fire, natural enemies.
That is a 9 to hit.
Will prevail.
Oh, that hits. Damn.
Hey, don't make that joke. We got wizards here.
Hey, I
take
got
the
15
cannon.
Dex, or
You
15
watch as
armor
this
class.
weird serpentine body tries to wrap around you. You just about duck out of the way of it, and yeah, does not manage to succeed in grappling you. And unfortunately for it, that's all it can do. Leon, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take a step back and cast Armor of Agathis.
It's going to take an attack of opportunity against you with a headbutt attack.
Can I cast this first
Um,
and then step back?
yes, you can.
I forgot about attacks of opportunity. So yeah, sure.
Cast Armor of Agathis, okay.
Yeah.
That's a natural 1, so it misses with its headbutt attack.
Mm.
Yes, you watch as Leon steps back. The ice from around his neck seems to gather around all of his chest, and this weird spiked ice chest plate seems to engulf all of the front of his body.
I've just got one eye on him the entire time, freaking out. He is a sus boy, and I'm pretty sus.
You got 2 eyes in different directions.
Yeah. I'm just eyeing up the fucking, orals over here.
One eye looking for you, one eye looking at you. Okay, that brings it. Anything else, Leon?
No.
Okay, Lander, it's your turn.
There's very little I can do with no spell slots, so.
No spell slots? Oh yeah, we had the
use them
bombers
up.
ago.
Yeah, I've only got one left. We fought
Yeah,
this
we
morning.
fought the ghost today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, been a long day. So,
It's only 1 a.m.
I'm just gonna step back and I'm gonna use Toll of Dead again.
Okay, wisdom save, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a natural 19. So
So that
unfortunately,
definitely
he does
misses.
save.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, green ray of sickly necrotic energy doesn't seem to take any effect on the creature. Anything else?
No, could do a little dance, but no, that's about it.
Bear in mind your mage armor does last 8 hours, so it's still up.
Oh no, that's still up, yeah. But
8 hours. Nice.
Yep.
yeah.
Sather,
Wow,
it's your
last
turn.
one.
Alright. I am going to, Suddenly something occurred to me, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna attack with my greatsword.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
16.
With advantage because you are... yeah, you're technically flanking with Sniver. So yeah, 16. That hits. Roll damage.
Alright, and I'm going to use a smite with that.
Okay. Separate the slashing and smite damage for me, please.
Yeah, I mean, it does it for me.
Oh, excellent.
Also the radiant and the fire.
Oh, nice.
So you've
Fair
definitely
enough.
told me that you've done
Traffic,
significantly more damage than anybody else has managed to do. It's mostly the radiance and fire energy that bursts out from your sword. And yeah, that's a hefty hit that you've just dealt with.
I imagine it kind of like as I slash through it, like part of him starts to boil a bit and like light up and shit.
Apologies, actually. The radiant damage does more. The fire damage doesn't seem to do that much damage, but the radiant damage definitely cuts through brilliantly.
It's not very effective.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a water
Yeah.
type.
I actually nerfed myself, I think, for taking fire damage with the radiant smite, but it's cool.
Only in this specific fight. I don't really know if there's going to be that many things resistance to fire damage in this campaign. I mean, that's something we can discuss. If we want to switch it back, we can.
I mean, nah.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
She's got a bonus, right?
I'm gonna move up here,
Yep.
and that's it.
Excellence. Scotty!
I'm gonna keep smacking it.
Keep smacking it. Roll an attack.
It's what I do best. Again, that's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And that is 8 damage.
8 damage. Again, you are scoring hits, you are doing damage, just not as much as you'd like to. Or not as much as you're used to. Anything else?
Not much, can't really do much else at the moment.
Okay then. Sniver, it's your turn.
I'll just stick the quarterstaff inside it and then spin it in a circle. See if I have to
Do
make
it.
it.
Make an attack roll.
That's 18 to hit.
18 hits, roll damage.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll bonus action fucking put my claw in, spin the claw around.
Go for it, make an attack roll.
He's
Love
so
it.
confused on how to fight this thing. 18 to hit.
18 hits, roll damage.
With a bucket.
And spontaneously, like, developing a new fighting style to fight,
Yeah.
like, water elementals.
I'm gonna shoot pounds
Yeah.
off his neck with a bucket.
Well, what you really need is a dehumidifier, I think.
9 damage.
Damage. It's looking really hurt. It's looking very, very hurt. But it is still standing, or more.
Is it bloodied?
It is bloody,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like,
Leo, it's your turn.
Slash.
Slash.
Oh wait,
That's 18.
at the end of my turn, can I just run away?
You can, yes.
Yeah, I'll just...
Just a minute, Jared.
Sure.
Where are you running to, Sniver?
all
You
the way
will
up
take
there.
an attack of opportunity. Oh wait, no, it's not
Nope.
its turn. Doesn't have a reaction. So yeah, go ahead, Jared.
Oh, in that case, I'll move over to where. That doesn't give me flanking, does it?
No.
What?
Scale the wall.
Here and here would give you flanking,
Can I
but
be
you
here?
would have to climb the waterfall.
Okay, I can't
Jump
do that.
inside it.
Excuse me. Okay, I'll roll straight then.
just like run across the waterfall and just attack him while you're running vertically.
And still 17.
17 still hits. Roll damage.
Oh, that one's pretty good. Okay. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. You're getting there, but again, not doing as much damage as you'd like. But it's looking very rough at this point.
In that case, I'll just offhand it.
Go for it.
Natural 19.
That's definitely gonna hit. Roll damage.
Oh, wait, 4.
4 points of damage. It is so very close to going down, but unfortunately, it still manages to stay on its feet.
I'm trying.
And just in time for its turn. In fact, actually, would you like to do anything else, Leo?
No.
Okay.
Run away, flee.
The water weird is going to attempt to constrict Leon. It
Leon.
has a 10-foot reach.
Nice.
That's
Sorry, I
not a
shouldn't have
great
done
roll, but it's a 13 to hit Leon.
Nope.
No, it misses. Okay. So yeah, again, it tries to wrap its body around you, and you manage to dart out the way, dealing no damage, and it deals absolutely no damage. Does not manage to grapple you, and it is now your turn.
I'm gonna throw a fireball at it.
Fireball.
Excuse me.
Firebolt.
Fuck yeah, now.
11.
11 just hits. Roll damage. Oh wait, no.
Oh, shit.
11 misses. 11
I
misses.
was gonna say, how the fuck is that? Nice. Okay. Damn. Well,
So
that's
you
my
send
turn.
Have you got meta magic yet?
I don't know.
I think that's level 3.
Yeah, I think it's level 3.
Is that the sorcery points shit?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I looked at that and I don't think I have it yet. Because, yeah, I'll have to ask you about that when I do because I've never done anything with that before.
Oh, it's super cool.
Yeah,
Just
but yeah.
quick and spell all the time. No, you do not have meta magic just yet.
Okay.
You've got
do
sorcery points, but you don't have the meta. You can just
Yeah, that's why I was looking into it because I was like, what the fuck do I do with these? Oh,
Essentially-
nothing.
essentially what you can do now is convert 2 sorcery points to a first level spell slot. That's all you can do with it right now.
Oh, that's still nice.
With a bonus
okay.
action.
Really good. Yeah, with a bonus action, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, and you can convert spell slots into sorcery points as well, if you need to.
I have a question about this temporary health. Does that exceed my cap?
It does, yeah.
Okay, I can't figure out how to change my current hit points in D&D Beyond.
It's its own category. It's on the right of your max HP.
Yeah, but I can't change my current health to go above 10.
Yeah, I maybe should take a metal note, maybe.
Oh yeah, so when you take damage, you take off the 15 temporary hit points first, and then you
Oh,
start.
okay.
Right,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, for example, just deal 1 damage to yourself now, and see if it takes off the temporary hit points first.
Yeah, that. Why is clicking the damage button doing that? Oh wait, 1. Yeah, okay, it does work.
Good. Excellent.
Cool, that makes sense.
All right then, Landa, it's your turn.
Okay. Just gonna stand back a little bit more, and I'm gonna toll that old dead.
Okie dokie. Wisdom save. It's all the old dead. That's a natural 16. What's the DC?
13.
13.
Wait.
Yep. Fortunately, succeeds again.
Fancy seeing you back here.
Come here often. All right, Satha, it is your turn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Lander, unless you want to do anything with your bonus action movements.
I can't. I've got nothing that'll even
You can move
use
further
bonus
away.
action.
Okay.
Well, I've moved pretty far away.
Yep, Satha, it's your turn.
Gonna move here, and strike once more.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
20.
You do not have flanking there.
I think you'd have to move 1 over.
Yeah, you would have to be in the waterfall to get flanking. From here, you would have to be from this position. You would get flanking from a position there or a position there.
I mean, that's right across.
You would have to.
Oh.
You would have to be in that corner to get flanking. They've got to be directly opposite you. But we did say with larger creatures, we would expand that to these 2 slots here.
Oh, did we?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've got like a third of them there. You're just shy of it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, bollocks.
Unfortunately, an eight does miss. Unfortunately, yeah. So just about manages to get out the way again. Anything else?
No.
Okay,
Do it,
Scary.
Scary. Do it.
Scary gonna do what he's good at.
Smash.
Smacky smack.
Grr.
16?
16 hits. Roll damage.
12, which is a 14.
14. Okay. Yep. How do you want to do this?
Yay.
I want to bring my axe down on its head, splitting it into 2.
And as you do so, it splits in 2, and the water freezes instantly and falls down to the floor in like a scattering of what looks like snow, and it is no more.
So does the entire thing turn to ice?
Yeah, once you split it down the middle, it turns to ice and then just broke into ice dust.
So is the waterfall the same as it was before it popped out?
It's much harder to traverse now because most of it's just fell away, but it is relatively still the same.
Man, things die weird here.
Do you think this thing might have killed those fishermen?
How would we even find out?
Well, it came out of the wall. With...
Well, I believe
I've
Got nothing
that
to show for it. So.
I believe that the harpies took them, because how else would they get up the waterfall?
Well, they might have
Yeah.
tried to climb, because we haven't seen if there's tracks yet at the top, really. I'm wondering, because their footsteps come up to here and then stop, and they don't go back.
Why would they climb up there? Well, they're
They came
fishermen.
in here for a reason.
Why
Yeah,
not?
they shelter. But if it comes out, there's a big hole. So
Yeah.
do you think it could go back in and make it solid?
I don't
Yeah, that's
think so,
kind of what
because
I'm wondering.
because
But
the river froze over it, right?
Scary, as they're having this conversation, you look into the waterfall and you see a backpack of some kind and what looks to be like a miner's pick.
yeah,
No.
Fuck. The
maybe
fuck?
they might have tried to rest here, and then it just came out and got them.
Yeah.
For the note, by the
I'm
way,
gonna
Scary,
try and... Are they in the ice, or are they sticking out of the ice?
make a perception check for me.
Yes, I'll help aid.
Yeah, give them advantage, sure. Just for the record, Scary, you've just picked up an explorer's pack and a miner's pick. That's your inventory.
There's a nat 20.
Natural 20. You have a very thorough look over the ice. You don't see any remains of any kind of animal in there. The only thing that was to be found was the explorer's pack and the miner's pick.
Damon,
Yes.
I'm going to try to climb the waterfall, but I'm gonna take my time, and I'm going to use my cantrip, Produce Flame, to make like handholds as I go.
That's really cool. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
I'll emotionally support by saying, "You go, girl."
Miner's pick, yeah.
Unfortunately, your hand slips and you do fall away from the waterfall, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you do so.
Can I not try
Unfortunately,
and catch?
Actually, yeah. That's make me a dexterity saving throw.
That's a big old 8.
Big old 8. No, unfortunately, she slips through your hands and hits the floor.
Sorry, I would have.
I'm gonna send my my spider up, if no one else can climb up, to just have a
Wait,
further look.
I have advantage on. I have advantage.
That's called raging, isn't it?
Raging, because I'm still raging.
His rage does last for a minute, so if you're
Oh
still
no,
bleeding,
it's even worse.
Doesn't even like get one foot up.
Sadly, Sati, your bum is still here from that. Weirdly enough, the fall from the waterfall done more damage than anything else to you today.
Why would fishermen have mining stuff?
Before that,
Yeah.
Lander, you said you wanted to send your familiar up there.
Yeah,
Okay, where are you sending him?
just up the waterfall and kind of as far as it can walk at the top. I mean, I'd imagine it can climb.
It can climb, yeah.
Spider.
It's got a climbing speed. As it gets to the top of the you're blind and deaf, by the way, because you're perceiving through your spider's senses. Your spider looks through this corridor, looks here, and can see another corridor.
Okay, I'll go down that corridor then.
Okay. As your spider, how far in do you want to go?
Just keep going, and obviously just till I see something of interest.
Just a moment. I'm just checking something in the book. Okay. Your spider makes his way down this corridor, and there are some stairs here if you wish to proceed.
Okay. So can I snap out of my spider's sense for a minute? My fucking spidey sense.
Yep. I was waiting for that.
Yeah. So there's a staircase up to the right of the waterfall. So I would say, if anyone feels in the exploring mood,
But you can still talk to us, can you not?
You can, yeah. You can.
Well, that's the explorers.
Oh yeah, but I'd rather
equipment.
see who I'm talking to.
Why the fuck is there stairs here? Like, aren't we next to like a lake?
What?
Like, isn't this like, we went out into a river?
So is it like a staircase carved out of stone, presumably?
It is, yeah. It
Well,
looks very much. It looks
we're
very much
by a
handmade.
cliff, so it could just be stone.
Yeah, I mean, there was like 3 entrances. There could be like a complex of tunnel networks or whatever.
Who builds stairs in a cave?
Would anyone? Would
Is that-
would
is
I
that
know?
not-
Would anyone
not
else
weird?
know?
Hard to say. There's a lot of different reasons why people would inhabit this cave. There's a lot of different reasons why there are things built in it.
I'd like
At
to
the moment, you've
go.
not really seen any architecture that would imply who might have done this so far. I will say for the record, by the way, it's much bigger than what it looks on the map. It looks, I would say double the width of how it looks on the map. It's a very wide staircase.
Wow.
Did we know there was a cave like system like?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I'll just send it up the stairs then, just to kind of.
Or what if this is where that famous thief guild used to live? Maybe they're still alive.
Your spider makes its way up to the top of the staircase, and it can see skeletons, skeletal remains, and patches of dried up blood on the floor.
Fantastic.
Oof.
We hear Lander say.
We're good up there, guys.
Well, that's cracking. Yeah.
Oh dear, I think it's a bad sign, guys.
What's up there? I want to.
Yeah, there's well, there are remains up there. So if you're after any remains, then that's the way to go.
Are they
Ah,
fresh remains or old remains?
Well, there's not a lot
does it
left.
matter? If we just
Oh,
take
well, surely
bones, place there.
did you say there were skeletons and
Yeah.
blood and dried
Yeah,
blood?
I'm just reading. I'm just reading over here to make sure I didn't get anything wrong.
Skeletons and it's
This
unlikely
blood.
to be the.
I'll say make a perception check for me with your familiar stats, Lander.
Oh, I have to look up the spider stats now.
Why the fuck does it have to be athletics to climb? I can't wait for a few levels when I can just walk up this fucking wall
Yeah.
on this rolling business.
So perception check using the spider stats.
Use its wisdom modifier. Right, roll a d20.
Ah, right.
Modifier.
Okay. That's just a straight
Perception.
straight d20 then. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Ooh!
Are you moving the spider further into the cave before I continue?
It gives the further to go, I presume. It's not like a dead end.
Yeah, that's. But I'm assuming that I will point this out. I'm assuming you've got your spider stood on the top of the stairs. That's what you can see right now. So if he goes like 5 feet in, you might be able to see more.
Yeah, sure. I'll continue on.
Okay.
Continue scuttling along.
My connection to the server has been interrupted. It says on my end.
Oh,
there we go. Never mind.
I think I got that
Can
one
you
point.
fix
Just
this block
refreshes.
here? This is
Is
pissing
that
me
the
off.
Discord?
Yeah, I will get rid of that. I just spotted that myself. It's annoying
Thank
me.
you. I've been staring at
Thanks.
it.
Yeah, I was like pinging
Monk,
it.
Monk, is that the Discord?
No, it was Roll20, but it fixed itself.
So, Lander, through your spider's eyes, you get to see everything that's in here. The blood on the floor looks fresh, first and foremost. More obvious than the blood are all the bones. There's knucklehead trout spines, humanoid skeletons in pieces, and bones of small animals and birds, along with scraps of clothing and armor, and a few rusty weapons. And sitting amongst the bones, in the middle of the cave, is a massive, massive skeleton that's partially encrusted in ice. And the skeleton appears to be holding a giant battle axe and is wearing a horned helmet.
Viking.
Okay. So when you say a giant skeleton, is this a humanoid?
More giants.
Ari's long lost daddy.
Got some bad news for you, Scary.
Your dad's dead.
No.
So when you say bigger, but you say it's holding an axe, so is it bipedal?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is it just not?
Make me a history check.
22.
22. You can tell that this is a giant skeleton, and by that I don't mean a huge skeleton. I mean the skeleton of a giant.
Of a giant, yes.
Of a
Okay.
giant.
Absolute unit skeleton.
Mm-hmm. You're guessing probably a frost giant.
And what would I know about frost giants? I mean, are they still
They are big,
about?
ill-tempered, and they have been spotted around these parts. Yeah. There's less of them. There's less of them now than there used to be, but there are definitely a fair few frost giants about.
And would they eat the creatures of which the smaller skeletons belong?
I actually don't know. I don't think giants eat humanoids.
Okay, so something else. Yeah, something else did that then.
Maybe something killed the
Can
frost
somebody
giant.
help me get up this wall?
Well, if you really want to go up the wall, I mean, it's up to you. But there's a lot of
I think we should go.
someone's had a good time up there. Put it that way.
If we at least grab a bone, then we can say, "Hey, we got all the evidence we need, and we can get out of here."
But there might be.
There's a lot of bodies there, isn't there?
Yeah, we only need a little bit. Well, if we all just go up, go to the right, and get some bones, then we can go out and go.
But clearly, they have not been missing long enough for them to become bones.
But what if it ate all the flesh on it?
But the blood is fresh though, so.
I do want to make another point here as well. These corridors only look like they're 5 feet wide, but they're actually about 15 feet wide. They're much bigger than what the map suggests.
We can go up there and we can, determine cause of death and track the blood if you want. Probably better than the spider. So
if all we wanted was proof, we've got a pack and a pick. Could be.
from it's hard to argue that's for a fisherman, surely.
But
how do we prove?
like
I mean, how do we prove the bones are a fisherman? I mean, like.
I think it's a lot easier to say that we found a frost giant skeleton and a bunch of bones and blood and harpies and a water monster. The stranger it sounds, the more believable.
But there could be cool shit in there.
Yeah, is anyone opposed to investigating it? I'm curious.
Just that quick, there is another note I forgot to mention to Yolanda. The wind in this cave sounds really, 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 really weird. It almost sounds like a wailing crone of some description. I couldn't find a good enough soundtrack to go along with this. Was the best I could find, sadly. But yeah, the wind in this place, it sounds unnatural. It's very strange.
Like a banshee.
No, it's more like an older. It sounds like an older woman, like kind of a moan.
So a banshee.
Yeah.
No, banshees are more high pitched.
Hey.
Yeah, true.
If we do go further, I feel like we should.
Just to say, by the way, the moaning wind. It says the howling. This is what's written in the book. The howling wind that blows through the caves sound like a moaning crone, which is bone chilling enough to deter most would-be explorers.
Hello.
Scotty, can you throw me up the wall?
Throw him up the wall.
Okay, make an athletics check with advantage.
What, me?
Yep.
Wouldn't it just be scary just throwing me with
he's
a
trying
strap?
to launch you? Yeah, you're small enough. Scary,
Yeah, I weigh like 10 pounds. I have nothing.
Make me an athletics check.
Who, me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
I feel like we
fucking
shouldn't.
big guy.
We shouldn't go too far though. If we find something, we should leave.
That's what I'm gonna go get.
Right.
It takes so long to come out here, though. It'd be a shame.
No. I mean, not necessarily leave and go back, but
So 14.
I feel like a lot
14?
of us aren't really ready to fight anymore.
As you
Yeah,
launch
I need
Sniver
at least a
up,
short rest.
his foot
Yeah.
slips in your hand, and unfortunately, Sniver, you go face first into the.
Do I get like a reaction to try and land
Bro,
on my
this
feet?
waterfall is doing more damage to us than
sucks.
anything else in this campaign.
You
This
take
is
3
the
points
true
of bludgeoning
boss.
damage. If you want to try, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. If you want to try and grab hold of it, make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
You might take more damage.
Wait, didn't he get 9? Or what did you roll?
14.
You got a 14.
Oh, I heard 19. Okay.
With disadvantage. When that 20 means nothing.
Oh no.
Hey, but I'm still good. Dex save.
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck me, 18.
18.
I have
You've managed.
plus
Yeah,
6 dex. Fuck me.
you managed to grab hold and just about claw yourself up.
Skid away.
The blood that starts to pour down your nose is like starting to freeze pretty much instantly.
How much did I take? Sorry, 3.
3 points of bludgeoning damage. Yes.
Okay.
This waterfall has done 8 damage to us.
Yeah, I
Right.
cannot believe this waterfall's done the most amount of damage so
If
far.
I lean my
So
arm,
is the ice turned red? Yeah, with the amount of like.
Oh,
people.
there are spots of blood, yes.
I
okay,
mean,
so I'll move myself up. If I lean my arm down, and I'm probably only my arm's probably about like 1 foot, so I'm gonna have to ask Scary to jump up and try and hand me the pickaxe.
Oh, to give you the pickaxe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damon?
sure.
I
Yes.
mean,
this.
I
To
can
be
use
fair,
it as
though-
a rope tie.
Hang on. Monk, what are you saying?
To be fair though, like at level 2, this is a really high AC.
The DC for this originally was
Or 8
10.
AC.
Was originally 10, but because somebody broke it and the water weird got out, it changed it to a 15.
Ah, Leo.
Come on. Hey, you can climb it either.
Scotty, can you hand me the pickaxe?
Barney.
I can use it to put it into the ice and then rope, and then you can just climb rope.
That sounds like a good idea.
That's a good idea.
yeah, I'll
While all this is going on, I'm just going to send a spider further through that tunnel.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie my rope to the pickaxe, and I'm gonna just swing the pickaxe into the ground into a good portion of ice.
I'm not going to make you roll for any of this. I'm going to say that's easy enough for you to do, no problem.
I'll toss the rope down.
I'll assist anyone who needs.
I recommend Scurry go last.
I could use assistance.
He's like 7 foot. He should be able to just like climb up like and just jump in one face.
Pretty much.
I'm going to say because of the pickaxe, I don't think there's really going to be any trouble.
Check.
I mean, I'm lifting
I'm not
them up.
I'm not going to make you roll.
I'm
for this.
lifting them up. As
Okay,
I go.
good.
Everybody do a gym check.
Actually, Niall, does your spider have dark vision?
I would imagine it. Yes, it does. 30 feet.
Okay, good.
The other thing as well is you say this cave looks bigger than it does on the
It
board.
does.
Obviously, I've only got like a certain distance before which I'll like lose Wi-Fi signal when they're familiar. So
Yeah, I believe it's like
It's like 1,000 feet though.
is it
It's
1,000 feet?
is it
I
a
think
thousand?
so.
It says 100.
I think you
it-
can.
No,
Maybe 100 for
That's where
command.
you can control it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Right.
and then after that, you can still maintain your concentration with it, but you can't give it instructions.
You can
so
just
you
So
don't
it'll just kind of do what it wants then.
It will follow your last instruction that you gave it, and then once it's fulfilled
Okay.
that, it will come back.
yeah. This is
Lander comes out of
Okay.
vision and we're all just not there. You can see the hanging rope.
Just go outside. All the boats are gone.
So we could just climb up there now, or
Yeah, I'm not going to make anybody roll for this. I think with Scary helping people up and the pickaxe and the rope, easy enough.
thank you, Scary.
And Scary's strong enough just to pull himself up anyway.
I'm gonna lift up Lander.
And I don't
And
even notice
hopefully-
'cause I'm blind and deaf.
You noticed? You're just
Okay.
confused.
You feel,
And I-
getting lifted up.
And
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
feel. Yeah.
lift him up to other people so they can pull him up.
This is a very weird sensation, Lander. This has never happened to you before, where you've been using.
You raise me up.
I've never been Goliath
So
handled
I
before.
can stand on ice falls. You raise me up. Sorry, I love that song. What were you saying?
So we all get up.
Yep. You do so, no problem.
Who wants to go first?
Well, what's along the other way?
We don't
Probably
know.
connects to the other tunnels, but someone could.
I would
go take a
imagine it
peek.
goes back out
We could
again.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna go and have a look.
I didn't
I
want to
feel
be the first one to go look, but
I feel like
I'm going
it's
to have a look.
safer if we check first.
What you can see here is this looks to be up here. This looks to be like a man-made bridge, a very big man-made bridge, and it's about a 20-foot climb up to where it is.
Oh, fuck that.
yeah,
I'm
so
not-
it probably
I'm
just
not doing
connects to
this
the
again.
other tunnels.
Maybe this is where the iced giant frosts live and they have a community down here. They build bridges and stairs.
We've got nothing else better to do, so we build bridges.
Maybe.
So we
Possibly.
can't see up. That's like another ice waterfall thing.
No,
It's a
it's
bridge.
just a sheer cliff face, and at the
Okay.
top it looks like a man-made bridge.
Okay.
Let's go this way, get the bones, and
Yeah.
can decide what we want to do.
Okay. Spider
did say
will
it's
continue to
safe.
go north.
But we have to be
Yes.
careful.
I guess
I
I'm
feel like
leading
we
the
can-
charge.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll go first, and I'll go quiet.
We can't
I'll-
take another thing like that without resting.
I'll sneakily, go ahead.
Make a stealth check for me
To the top of the staircase. And
with disadvantage because you are exhausted.
Yep. I rolled a 14 and a 15, so total 18.
18. Yeah, you can see you don't appear to have disturbed anything, and as you're looking around, you can see the same things that Lander was describing earlier on. You see the bones of animals, humanoids,
It's
and
not sorry, Karen.
you can see a fishing rod in here.
Ooh, right, there's nothing in the ceiling that's gonna eat me, is there?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
I am
what if I
rolling
have the
so many
lights?
nat 20s, but they do not
Okay.
fucking matter.
No, if I've got dancing lights up, can you see better?
I've got dark vision.
He's,
so-
he's got dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
5 doesn't look like it. You can't see any cave leeches up there.
Oh, Pink Panther away.
My rage has dropped off, by the way.
Okay, noted.
Does that give me exhaustion or something?
No, that's only berserkers.
Berserk.
Right, if nothing's killed me yet, I'll investigate the pile of bones. The human one, not the big one yet.
Okay. What is it you're looking for?
I'm gonna just try and guess what type of creature it is, really.
Most of the skeletons that you can see in here appear to be human.
Can I figure out a way of death?
Sure, make a medicine check.
Lack of flesh.
14.
14. It looks like slashing and bludgeoning. It looks like these things were flattened.
Okay, where was the fishing rod?
It is over here in this corner. And as you look back at the fishing rods, you begin to hear the sound of cracking ice coming from in front of you.
Shit. We should go.
I run away like I do that.
Okay, yep.
Run.
I stealthily exit the room, get to the top of the stairs, and go.
Go. Everyone.
I point behind them.
The ice cracking sounds appear to be getting louder and louder.
Go.
I'm pushing past people if they don't fucking run out of my way.
The corridors
After all the efforts of getting up that waterfall, no one can get down it fast enough now.
You've got to go.
So,
Did we lift?
was
Yeah, we left her.
I run through people's legs.
have you told us what's happening, or are you just?
I
running
look
away?
very scared, and I'm pointing, run away, and I run through people's legs if they don't get out of my way. Because I don't want to wake it.
If he's running, I'm running.
Scary, you can hear the sound of cracking ice now.
Okay.
Guys, I heard cracking guys.
I don't want to see.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
We should go.
We're gonna have to fight a frost giant. I saw a fishing rod in
If
that room.
Scary is
I just
kind
wanna-
of
I
looking,
just-
I'm
I
with
just want to
Scary.
peek in. I just want to peek
Yeah.
in.
It would appear that the giant skeleton is moving.
Oh.
Towards us?
It's trying to break out of the ice it's currently encrusted in.
I'll
How encased in the ice is it?
It's going to get out very soon.
15, 20. I'm really
Is that the
fast.
kind of theory you want to test?
I'm gonna run back up to the stairs.
Could we-
Scotty, get the fishing rod. It's on your end. Get that.
I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Fuck the fishing rod!
No, it's proof. It's proof.
18.
We grab the fishing rod and fucking run.
I don't think the
now I
spider could have grabbed it, so.
It's fair to say I still got the armor bag with the song from before, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I had a feeling nothing was gonna wake up.
I'm off the map, like far.
Yeah. You're out the room, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like at the very bottom of the staircase. I can't get past people, so.
We can't
He wasn't
do
in the
this.
room. I moved back.
I think the order was like Scary, Leon, myself, and then I noticed you guys were like all the way back.
Oh fuck, that thing's huge!
Literally.
Well, it is.
Oh!
That map would have been a problem.
No! It's scary now.
Fuck, so that was the actual room that they gave you, and then this is the one you've chose?
Yep.
Fuck, how the... Yeah, no one there.
What the fuck?
So where's the fishing rod in proportion to this room? Is it
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
over
say
here?
it's over here by the wall.
Okay, that's a lot further than, you know, the 10 feet it was to our right 5 minutes ago. Fuck.
It's never gonna do it.
Can spiders carry fishing rods?
They definitely can't.
Ah. My dream of a pack spider has gone down the drain.
Okay, the last thing I said was grab the fishing rod and run, so... That's my aim for
I
this
haven't
fight.
trusted you from day one, so I'm not gonna start now.
Good.
The music I wanted isn't here.
We let Scotty die fighting it and we grab the fishing rod and run. I've rolled about 5 nat 20s and not a single one has mattered because of the disadvantage. Fucking fuming.
Fuming.
Live it, la.
Okay. Initiative, Leo.
Oh, I'm 4. I'll put on.
Okay. Lander,
19.
19.
Wait, this music, fuck.
Sniver
12.
and Satha.
16.
16. Can you move your token about?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Scary, it's your turn.
Still encased in the ice.
It's still encased in the ice, yeah.
I think it's just about out though.
I'm gonna go up and just start spraying.
Okay.
Scary do what Scary do best.
Make an attack with advantage.
First one was a nat 20, second one was a 15.
Natural 20. Let's go.
Ooh.
Pog.
Indeed.
Raging. So that's a 10 plus 4, 14.
Double. What did you roll on the dice? 10.
10.
Okay, so that's 22 points of damage. Yeah.
24.
24. This does a lot more damage than you were expecting it to. This does shitloads of damage. You break through several of its ribs.
Oh.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Lander.
Where is Lander? He's a bit away, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm
If you were out the room,
down
you
here.
can continue to run.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue
you
to
have
run.
to climb down the waterfall at the point you guys.
Okay. If you're out the room, I'm going to put you there next to
Yeah.
Leo.
Okay.
Right then. Leon.
I'll throw a firebolt at it.
Oh wait, no, hang on a sec.
Oh,
Do you do slashing or piercing or bludgeoning damage, Scary?
Ooh. You'd be slashing, right?
Flashing.
Scar.
Slashing. Okay, yeah. It didn't do as much as you thought.
Damn.
You've still done a lot of damage to it, but not as much as I was banging on it. That
Yeah.
it was. Leon.
17 to hit.
Oh, with a fireball?
Yeah.
We need to pronounce that to you. It scares me.
Yeah.
That hits.
All right, and it does 3
Real damage. 3 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
And that's
Anything
all I'm
else?
gonna do. Nope.
Satha.
Let's see. Is everyone else? Let's see. Lander and Leo is running. Does Sniver? Oh, Sniver is
I stopped
already
running.
running, right? Okay.
I'm at the. I ran back to the room because I wanted to get the rod.
Hmm.
My plan is to get the rod and run, as I said out loud
Yeah.
20 seconds ago.
Which I think is smart.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. Scary didn't rage, right?
I didn't say he did.
Where is the fishing rod?
It is. Yeah, where you just pinged. It's over here.
I'm gonna rush over there and pick it up.
Okay. I assume you're action dashing to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do so, no problem. At this point, you all begin to smell this weird, almost like cooking smell, like the spicy cooking smell. It seems to be coming from further on in the cave. Right then, that is your turn, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Sniver.
I'm gonna action dash and run to Safa.
Yep.
So that was 55 feet. Safa, hand me the rod. Let's go. I'm fast.
Grab a
No.
bone.
Yeah, I
Why
hand
don't
it
we
over.
just fight this thing?
You hand over, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, and I got 5:20 left. Okay, so I'll run 1 up, 5 across. Okay. I'll get to here and then I'll bonus action step of the wind, spend my last key point,
Okay.
Smart.
which gives me dash, so another 40 feet. 25, so 40, right?
Nice.
I'll get over here.
Okay. Is
That'll
there anything
be,
else?
that's my action bonus action movement.
Okay. Leo.
Well, if he's got the fishing rod, then I'm just gonna wait at the top of the waterfall, I guess.
Okay. It's now the Frost Giant Skeleton's turn.
I'll hold a dash.
Okay. The Frost Giant Skeleton uses this action to break free of all the ice, and it stands up and it towers over you, Scary. This is not a sensation that you are used to being in. And it just kind of stares down at you and growls.
How tall is it?
It's about 16 feet tall.
Wow.
That's double
That's
my
like
size.
9 meters.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like 10 snivers.
Yeah. That's equally as scary.
Scary.
Is everyone? What is everyone doing? I want to learn. What is everyone doing? Is everyone running away?
I threw a
Yeah.
firebolt at it.
We're running.
I walked
It's
into the
never sure.
cave,
I
came
think-
out and said run, and then I ran, then I ran back.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about this.
I've got the fishing rod, so I'm getting out of here with it.
I'll tell you what, if this turned out to be someone else's rod,
It doesn't matter as long as they think it's their rod.
it would have just been better to just go to the fishing shop and buy a rod and bring it to them. Than give it to them.
Quick, someone smear your rod on the rod, quick.
Yeah, just rough it off a bit, you know, rub some of Ricardo, whatever his name was, you killed blood on it, you know, you're fine.
Lambda, you truly are an intelligent man.
He's done this before.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's definitely put a spanner in my convincing plan.
What's this now?
Like, what
I
if
just
a fishing rod isn't proof? We could have just bought one from the shop.
And roughed it up a
Smear the
bit.
bit of blood on it.
And you found some in the boat that you came across.
Yeah.
Scary, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stay in combat with it. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
So let me just do that. And I'm gonna hit it again.
Go for it. It's not with advantage this time because it has stood up.
Well, I'm raging, so I get advantage, don't I?
Nope, you would need
If
to go
you're
reckless.
reckless,
But it will get advantage against you.
which will be fucking scary, just saying.
What did it do on its turn, by the way? Does it
I'm
just, like,
reckless.
break
I'm
out?
reckless.
Okay. It broke free from the ice and stood
That's a
up.
22.
Oh, okay.
22 hits, roll damage.
14.
14 points of slashing damage. Da.
I'm gonna yell over to Satha. Get out of here quickly.
It's looking damaged already. You've done a lot of damage to this thing.
How much damage did you do on the first attack?
You've done like
24.
you've done like 24 points of damage. But actually,
Fucking hell.
so what's the total of damage you've done to it already? Because I fucked something up.
24, 14, 38.
38. Okay, hang on a sec. Because actually, no, yeah, because I fucked up. It's not bloodied, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I might have turned around and had it off then.
Not a million
Yeah.
miles away from bloodied, but it's yeah, you've done a lot of damage to it.
Was it like auto crits or something while it was in the cage?
Yeah, basically. Not also crits, but I gave him advantage and he crits on the first turn.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, I guess.
Anything else, Scary?
That's it.
Lander?
I'm just gonna. I mean, even though we're outside of the kind of the battlefield, can we still try to do things, or?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Um,
I'm just going to have a look on the other map real quick just to see how far away you are.
We get outside and there's just a boat missing. He's already like 30 feet out. Like, bye.
Best of luck, Jack.
I hope you can swim.
I'm not sure I want to. I'm not sure I want to risk just going down the waterfall at the moment though, because it's not been kind. So.
You're currently 50
There's
feet
a rope.
away from the room that they're in.
There is a rope,
Actually,
like-
would we have left the rope there, or?
Yeah, I left
I
it
think
there.
so, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, nice.
We should
So you
take
could
their
get
boat
down.
as well. Their boat would be proof.
I mean, it
Yeah,
does
I'm just-
say on it.
I'm just gonna make my way down the waterfall then.
Okay, yeah. I'm not going to make you roll for it because there is a rope there. And I'll move you. I'll say you're another 20 feet away from the waterfall if you're going to continue to run. Leon.
And
it's
then-
not there. Oh, sorry. Go
Yeah,
on.
that's it. I was just gonna say, no, that's it. I think. Yeah.
Are you still within range of your spider?
Well, I don't know where it is. Is it on? Is it? I presume it's in this room now.
Yeah, it is. It's by the exit. Yeah, it just started having a look down the corridor that goes up this way.
I stepped on it
Okay.
across the room.
I'll bring it 20 foot into the room, a little
Okay.
bit further back. into the
And
room
it
again.
can. I'm going to say it can action dash for another 20 feet. So yeah, we'll say it's not too far away from Leon now. Speaking of Leon, it's your turn.
I'm gonna throw another firebolt.
Go for it.
Ooh, 7.
Hit.
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I said that doesn't hit?
That's unfortunate.
I'd call you a filthy liar.
Yeah, filthy lawyer.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm just gonna shout down the corridor. Hey, we could use a little help up here.
No. Run.
Are we not leaving?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
Get out of there.
Scary, the big guy, said it.
Scary's a little deep.
He said run though. He's a.
Kari's always balls deep.
That's what she said.
Okay, Satha, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush up, shoulder to shoulder with Skari, and I'm gonna swing my greatsword once more.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Yes, my lad.
Ah!
That's a miss.
Didn't he say there was?
How
more
many
coming as
fucking
well?
crit fails is that for me this session?
A lot.
Okay. Anything else, Satha?
Nope.
Snivet, it's your turn.
Is that burning smell still around, or has it got closer?
You can still smell it. It hasn't gotten any stronger. It's strange. It smells like somebody's having some kind of making some kind of a really fancy stew. It's the best way I can describe it.
I ain't trying to get no stew, so I'm
Oh,
running 80 feet
goulash.
away. I'll action dash, and I'm gonna be 80 feet.
And I'm gonna say, I'm not going anywhere without you.
I mean, I was just covering you.
We're not covering each other, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you run, I run.
Please run.
How far away is the boat from where we are?
Let me tell you. Have a quick look at the cave. From the bottom of the waterfall, it's about 75, 80 feet away from the waterfall.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna run 80 feet towards the boat, so I'll have to go down the rope first.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, Leo.
Everybody who sees me run past on there, I'm just going, run!
Run away! Run away!
I'm still gonna wait at the top of the waterfall, holding a dash to. I'm gonna run out as soon as everybody else seems to be.
Okay.
If you look down the tunnel, I can't see the map anymore, but if it's straight enough, you'd see me at the end, probably chucking fireballs and shit. Because I'm not really fully in the room. I'm just where I can hit it.
I need to keep that track.
Damien.
Yep.
Okay.
Sniver, are they coming?
Bravely, brave, sir.
Yes, flee!
Please,
I got the rod.
Yeah, I'm like really wanting to run, but I know people are still in there.
Scary said run.
I made it pretty
Sapa
clear
said
he
he was
didn't!
running. I made it pretty clear he did, because he literally said run.
Please do run, we can't do this.
This is not the time to be having this argument.
It's now the Frost Giant Skeleton's turn. And
Come at it, bro.
He's going to make a Great Axe attack against you, Scary, with advantage.
Okay.
Here we go.
So 26 to hit.
Hits.
26, huh?
I'm going to intercept that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
What does that do again?
It mitigates the damage dealt.
What?
Okay.
The creature you can see hits a target
Oh, right.
other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack. You can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes
cool.
by 1d10
Cool.
plus your proficient bonus.
Okay, well the damage is 21 points of slashing damage. Reduced to 10 because you're raging.
Yep.
Reduce.
And no damage at all.
No damage.
Oh!
I just-
You did.
I just bring up my greatsword and just deflect his giant axe.
It's
Yeah.
12-foot action to his nah, lad.
Would the interception not come before the rage? Since
Well,
since she's kind of like slowing the attack.
Either way, it gets reduced to 0 because there's inception, then mitigation from the rage.
Well, it would be like reduced to 10 and then half because of rage. Is what I'm thinking.
We'll figure that one out later, just in case
Sure,
we need to.
sure, sure.
I'm just gonna say for now that's
No.
no damage.
I think it reduces the damage the target takes, so not the target, not the amount of damage on the attack. So
Yeah,
I think
that's true. Use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes. So
Yeah,
he was
fair
going
enough.
to take the 21 points of damage, reduced to 10,
But
and
yes,
then obviously
yeah.
the 11 reduce it.
He was gonna take
Um,
10, essentially, is how you'd word it.
Yeah.
It's got multi-attack. It's going to make a second attack against you, Scary.
Okay.
Oh God. Feeling like running yet?
That's a 15 to hit.
I'm feeling like I
Misses.
wish my friends weren't cowards.
Ooh.
I know.
Mhm.
Fucking dumb kobold.
Did you not know that going into this? Look at me. I'm the definition of a coward.
You seen the shit we've done today?
He brings down his great axe to your side and does absolutely no damage at all. Scary, it's your turn.
I look over to Safa, look back at the fucking creature, and attack recklessly.
Make an attack roll.
Alright.
That's with advantage because it's reckless.
Didn't you reckless last time?
18.
So would they have advantage on you?
It did have advantage on it.
It's an
Oh.
18 to hit.
Fucking
18?
sucks.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Oh! 8 damage.
8 points of damage, okay. Again, you're chipping away at its bones. It's looking hurt, but it's still standing strong.
Bloodied? Question?
No.
Okay.
Not too far away from it, but it's not bloodied yet. Lander.
My ability can deliver help action, can't it?
It can, yeah.
So, can you? Presumably, I can help on an attack.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well, I might as well. I'll send my spider to deliver the help action for
I'm
Safa.
going to say it's got enough movement. Yeah, you watch. Actually, Sato, make me a perception check.
Sure. Just for the hell of it.
I mean, I don't know how it helps exactly, but
Probably like
I-
crawling all over his face or some shit.
You didn't notice it, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, your spider begins to start crawling up its leg.
okay. Go.
Anything else, Lander?
So where am I now? I'm at the bottom of the waterfall.
Yep, you're about
So-
80 feet away from the entrance.
I'll continue on the way out.
Okay. Leon,
I'm gonna throw another firebolt. Maybe this one will hit.
maybe.
Yeah, it's 20, soft 20.
20 hits, roll damage.
5.
5 points of damage. Now it's bloodied.
Yeah.
Just about, by the way. As we say in the profession, by a cunt hair.
And that's all.
Okay. Satha, it's your turn.
14.
14 just hits, roll damage.
Ooh.
Gives an advantage, doesn't it? Or
Oh,
how
you
does
do
that
have
work?
advantage, yeah, but you,
No,
you rolled twice
wait
there,
a
so you
minute.
would have got the 14, yeah.
Yeah.
11.
11 points of damage.
Let's
Again,
see.
it's looking rough.
This
Can I
party has
kinda-
no healing, doesn't... Oh wait, never mind. You
Can I kind of move there without triggering an opportunity attack? Just
Yeah,
like
you can, yeah.
Okay.
Just as long as you don't move out of its combat range, you're fine. You can move it. You can dance around it all day and not take attacks of opportunity.
Cool.
Okay.
me.
Snip.
Can I ask
Wait,
a thing
actually, there.
first?
No, there.
Yes, you can, Jared.
Since I was holding my dash to either run or go further in,
Yep.
can I go further in? Would it
Yes,
be
you can.
reasonable for me to assume that this fight is still going on based on sirens?
After you just watched Leon fire off a firebolt after people were shouting "run, run, run," he didn't move. I think that's fair to assume that nobody's running. Plus, no
Okay.
sight of Snapper, no sight of Scary. I will say with that dash, I'm just going to consult the other map real quick. You're at the base of the waterfall. What's your movements?
30.
30. Yeah, I'm going to say from where you are, you can just run into the room now.
Wait, really? I was at the top of the waterfall.
Yeah, you can, and I've just measured it out. That's 55 feet, so you can make it into the room.
Oh, well, I'm not using my movement as a thing, so it's only 30 feet.
Oh, it's only 30 feet. In that case, then you can be there next round. With 30 feet of movement, you can be in there next round.
Great, thanks.
Okay.
Fuck.
What are you doing, Sniver?
80 feet to the boat.
Okay, yeah. You are outside. You can see that your boats are still there. And
Am
the dead
I,
horse.
am I
Just
just
carried on.
outside?
You gonna what?
Have I just arrived outside?
Yeah, you're just outside, yeah.
And I
From the
have
base
no
of the
more
waterfall,
movement?
it's 80 feet to get. It's 80 feet just to get out. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. Leo, it's your turn.
Okay, so only...
Back in the room.
Okay, just with
And
30 feet.
You've got another 5 feet of movement as well, so you can be there if you want.
Great. 20 feet, perfect. I'll throw my... my... hatchet.
Go for it. Make an attack roll. With advantage because the spider's helping you out.
Okay.
I don't know how, but the rules is written. I can't fight it.
14.
14 just hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, nice, that's it.
And sneak attack.
Yes. Not that that ever makes any difference. Oh, yeah. Once again, that's 6 points of damage.
Excellent. Yeah, that sounds right for sneak attack. Not. You're the worst rogue I've ever seen in my life.
This fucking sucks. I don't get steady aim until level 3 as well.
Okay. You've got a bonus action left.
Yeah. I'm not going to use my offhand because I want to save my other weapon to throw next turn. So I'm just going to stand here.
It's now the Frost Giant Skeleton's turn. He's going to make one attack against you, Scary, with advantage.
Fuck you guys. I don't know if this is good.
That's a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Intercept!
Have you got your reaction back? Yeah, you have.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's the next round.
Oh, damn.
You take another 21 points of slashing damage, reduced down to 10, and then by force you take 6 points of damage.
Thank fucking god you have that. Holy shit.
That intercept
It's
is
really good.
Yeah.
sick.
Pretty good, yeah.
I haven't used that one before.
It's going to use it. It's going to go with its second attack against you, Sather.
Alright. That's fair at this point.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
I rolled super low on that one. You take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, thank fuck for that.
Sorry, hang on. I forgot to add the plus 6. You take 16 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
Shit, you're the one who has the heals on this team. Don't go down.
Fuck.
And that is the end of the Frost Giant's turn. Scary.
Right, so who's being aided by the spider?
Everybody who attacks it until the beginning of Niall's turn.
I'm
Oh,
attacking
is it,
it,
is
not
it
right.
everyone? I thought
think it's
you
just
helped one
once.
specific person, didn't you?
I thought it gave people advantage on
I
it.
think it's one person, one time.
I think you help a person.
Oh,
Yeah, because I used it on Sather, which didn't really make any difference. But
Oh, Rime.
Okay then, we'll say you can, on your turn, you can give somebody else advantage then. So it's just a straight roll for you this time.
In that case, I'm recklessing again.
Go for it.
17, reckless advantage. 23.
23 hits, roll damage.
13.
13 points of damage. It's starting to look rough.
That's pretty good.
It's starting to look rough.
Nice.
Yeah, you are making mincemeat out of its ribs and the bits of like rotting armor, like hide armor that it's got on it. Yeah, but it's still standing. Anything else?
That's it. Pretty much all I can do.
Okay, Lander.
I will deliver help again, but with this time with Scary.
Okay. You don't need to because he has advantage with Reckless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Sather then.
Okay. And I assume you're moving your 30 feet further out, yeah?
How far away am I now? I'm just trying to think. Because if I move any further away, I can't command the spider anymore. I don't think.
Well, he'll continue doing what your last order was.
Did you make him? Did you make it down the waterfall?
I did, yeah. And then I'm 30 feet from the waterfall now.
Right, so you are now. Just gonna measure it out. You're 90 feet away from where you were. Like as the crow flies, but we'll say yeah, you're still in range.
Okay, I'll move 10 feet away then. So
Okay.
I know where I stand then.
Okay, I'm just moving bits about. Snivers out. Yeah, Leon's in that room there. Leon,
I'll throw another firebolt.
go for it. Make an attack roll.
24.
24 hits, roll damage.
9.
9! Very, very good damage. It starts to look really shaky. By the way, you can, for a bonus action, you can convert 2 sorcery points into a spell slot if you want.
I still have one. I'm just not using those spells right now.
Oh, okay.
They're more defensive, so. Sure. And also, it's like cones of damage and shit, and I kind of don't think that's gonna work here.
Yeah, true.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's Frost Fingers and Thunderbolt or Thunderwave. Yeah, so.
Sather.
Okay. I am going to whack.
With advantage?
Yes. 22.
Where's the crit?
Definitely hits, roll damage.
11. I am going to toss a smite in there.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, that's good damage.
That's really good.
Really good roll.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go for a Hail Mary and kind of take my greatsword and toss it straight at its face.
Like a javelin.
Yeah.
You do so, shattering its skull. It crumples to the floor, defeated, and I'm going to throw up. Oh my god. Oh, I've never been so stressed out in my life.
Wow, that thing can basically one-shot every party member.
Yeah.
It can.
That's why you run.
Yes.
Pussies!
Yeah.
Just because you got lucky.
I take absolutely no offense.
Was it luck or was it interception? Who knows?
I'm gonna run and grab my dagger. My hatchet, rather.
I think for the one other attack, you should be another 6 hit points down, by the way, Scary, even after... Sorry, 5 hit points after the interception, so take another 5 hit points off. I forgot to add that. Oh my god.
You guys are crazy.
It didn't feel
Well
feel
done.
that bad, but I guess the whole interception thing changed that massively.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What also would have helped is if we had 2 other people in the room fighting it.
We did shit damage.
Little
Literally
bit
on
of...
the
Quentin the
Spider
spider was helping.
It was vulnerable
Spider
to
was
bludgeoning
good.
damage, so I was really hoping Sniver
Yeah.
would fight that thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no chance. No chance
Snivers
now.
are fucking useless.
I don't. If
I think
it can eat me, I'm not gonna, eat it back, am I?
I can
It's
eat
very
you.
true. There's
Yeah.
not much meat in bones.
I mean, I
What-
wouldn't
what
put it
am I gonna
past
eat?
Sniver to try.
What am I gonna eat on that thing? There's fuck all left.
The marrow.
I've got 2 harpies outside that I'm gonna go have a peck on in a bit. That's what now. My next move was 80 feet to the harpy and pick it up.
You can do so. We are out of initiative.
Where is that smell coming from?
Now, when I'm standing, I'm just gonna ask
I'm gonna-
Lander because nobody's run out to me yet.
Wait, no, not that one. This one. The smell is coming from.
I'm guessing we're in here now.
Yeah, the smell's coming from this general direction.
Satha, you're looking a bit rough.
Yeah, just a bit. I'm gonna use some lay on hand points.
Okay.
I think we should rest. I think we pushed it far enough.
I'm just gonna shout to
I
Lander
want
now.
to see where the giant standing. Is there any treasure? Is
There
there
isn't
any
anything on
cool shit?
the. I mean, there's the great axe there, but you definitely can't pick it up. It is heavy as fuck, and it's a little bit rusted, a little bit old. The armor that it's wearing rotted off a long time ago.
Are there any like knives on any of the bodies or anything?
Make an investigation check.
Can I give you advantage on that?
Yes,
can?
please.
To help
'cause I'm
you
exhausted.
search? Yeah.
You certainly can.
Wait, I have a +4. Maybe I should do it?
Yeah, you can help me. You can do it.
Well, if I do it at advantage, it's probably better.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
go for it.
I'll do
Yours is
that.
higher than mine too.
It's 21.
21.
Oh,
You do manage to find a knife amongst all the dead bodies.
Is this what you wanted?
yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose any.
Just gonna shout.
can
Hey
Damien
Lander, what's going on in there? Why aren't they running? Can't you see?
Well, yeah.
Wait, do you
Well,
hear
roll the
that? The
spider
boss
control
music
save.
stopped.
What? It says I can rest again.
Damien, I'm presuming I picked up my javelin from the harpy, by the way.
Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation is not my strong point. But that's a 14.
14. Yep, you managed to find it, no problem.
Good.
Nice.
We'll see you retroactively did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
How's
guys are
the-
crazy. You're
how's the
crazy
weather?
good, but you're also crazy.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Still
Uh,
kind of
Alright,
like
I didn't
heavy
mean it that way.
breathing, snorting.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's still
Actually,
a
no,
bit of a
David, roll me a
rage.
d12.
So, do we want to take like a rest or something?
She coughs up blood into her hand.
I think
That's a 1.
A 1. Clear skies outside.
Oh,
I
it's good
say we
shooting
go
weather.
back. Find the lady, give her.
Do you smell that food, though?
I do.
Yeah.
We can come back.
it smells really good.
I'm gonna go
What
find
if,
my
what
harpy.
if they're camping out in here for some reason, and they're just down the tunnel or something?
I don't know if I want to risk it. We've
Send the spider again.
Can the spider smell? I was gonna say. It can't really.
I don't think spiders have noses, so no.
Yeah, so it can't really follow the smell, can it?
No.
I mean, I can go down that way anyway. I'll still like go. I guess east.
Yeah, if you want to send your spider through here, you can do.
Yeah, come on.
As
Through you.
your spider takes its time to move down this corridor, you see more bits of dried blood on the floor that appear again to be pretty fresh.
And I can't relay any of this because I'm at the bottom of the waterfall. So
Yeah, you
I'll,
pop your
I'll
head
just.
in the cave together, you can see Landers just kind of stood there swaying on the spot with his eyes closed a little bit.
Hey, do you know where they are? Like, they said they were running, but they're not yet. They're slow. I'm just gonna ignore the entire time.
Yeah, Lander can't hear you.
I'll send the spider back
Okay.
the way it came.
Yeah, you guys see a little tarantula just skittering across the floor as you guys are having this. Leon, Leo, Scori, and Satha. You guys see like a little tarantula just like skittering across the floor near you guys.
We could probably rest here if we took turns keeping watch.
Depends what's through that tunnel.
They're gonna come through here, which is likely.
This blood looks kind of fresh.
I say we
What if
This-
one of them
Take-
got caught by that big fish thing when they were climbing the waterfall, and then they fled in here, and they don't know how to escape because they think if they go back out, that fish might get them. So they've holed
Maybe.
up in here somewhere.
could be very
We didn't
true.
find any tracks.
We could
above
be
the
leaving them to
waterfall.
die if we don't go look.
No, I know. Yeah. If Lander comes here and has a look, I'm gonna go get Lander.
Yeah, we should do that. and discuss
Landa, what
this.
are they doing? Keep saying that over and over again.
Sniffer,
I'm
come
still
back.
deaf.
I know, but I'm too idiotic. I was like, I'll just repeat it
Can
until I get an answer.
can the spider understand us?
Lander
I can hear and see, yeah, but I can't communicate back through the
Yeah,
spider.
yeah.
So
So surely we would just tell the spider like.
yeah. But then, do you know that this is how it works with familiars?
I don't.
Yeah, like I don't. I
Yeah.
might.
What
But,
is going
yeah.
to? Here's a better question. What's going to stop Scary from shouting at the spider?
Not much.
But yeah, we need Lander here to tell us what the spider sees when it
Yeah.
goes down that way.
This is only the second time that you've seen a spider before, Scary. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't really see spiders.
How do you know it's even his spider, really?
you've seen it in the tavern.
What if there's a
I'll,
And
uh,
also,
I'll-
he sent it when we were
So
here.
there's still a rope at the waterfall, isn't there? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll snap out of my trance
Yeah.
and I'll
I'll give you a
scale
hand
the
up.
waterfall again.
I'm just like shouting. I'm still. He just starts walking away from me. I'm like, what the?
Sniffer, come back.
Oh, I just want to say thank you to Dazzy Meister in stream. Apparently, spiders can smell.
Oh,
Ah.
interesting.
They have sensory organs on their legs. Ugh.
They smell through their legs.
I'll
Fuck.
action dash to run and catch up to Lando because he just ran away from me.
We're out of initiative. We don't need to be action dashing or anything like that. You
I know,
guys,
right? I can get there in one dash, just to be rapid, just to go. What the?
Why didn't you
I
come?
was shouting your name for like 10 minutes, man. Where are you going again?
Never. You're the most.
Oh,
useless
we're in here.
person I know.
Lando,
shut
were you
up.
ignoring Sniver even as you came out of your familiar's senses?
I didn't know he was still shouting. I just walked up and scaled them. Is he just constantly shouting?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just, and she's just like, "Yo, Lando, why are you moving? Why aren't you spit? Lando, Lando!"
Yeah, I just carried on doing what I wanted to do.
Hey, Sniffer.
So yeah, you want to send your little spider bro after the
Hey, can
blood
you hear
stains?
me?
I'll go ahead and send
Am I a ghost? Am I dead? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Do you want me to hit you to find out?
what
Actually, you can
exactly
hear
do
me.
you want? What exactly is your purpose? What do you want?
I was just wondering where they were.
We're right
Well,
here.
Right here.
Well, you could have said that.
Well, you could have come here, and you did.
Yeah, you could have not ran away.
Could have been useful.
To be
You
fair, I
all
think
said to run away.
No, you said to run away.
Yeah, and then Scardy repeated it.
No.
I think that was me.
By the way,
I
Scardy
said
to
just-
Sapphire,
I said to Satha to run, but as soon as Satha
just to give
joined
you,
me, I carried on.
Can you imagine trying to do this fight in this room?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
just
fine
start
inside a
running.
phone booth.
Thank you very much, Wizard of the Coast, for not explaining. You might want to design bigger maps, but that's okay. I'm resourceful, and I stole maps from other people.
Oh, you know, fuck a war, it was confusing, stuff was said. I thought we were leaving the big giant, frost giant, because there might even be more down the cave over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, let's find out. Spider boy,
I
go.
don't know what's
I
frozen
thought our
now.
priority was
Yeah.
to get the fishing rod and complete the quest and get our...
So for what it's worth, there's already more blood down that way. So
Yes.
Yeah, that's. I think if it's the fisherman, maybe one's wounded, so that's why I wanna.
Okay.
Right,
Do we...
like
okay, I'll send the Quentin the spider further down the stairs.
Okay.
the moment the fight ended, I kind of just plopped down on the floor and started my short rest timer.
What's the dark vision on your spider?
30 feet.
I'm
That's-
with you, Satha.
As your spider crawls into this, oh, hang on, I'm using the wrong one. There we go. As your spider makes its way into this room, you can see. I haven't got a token for it yet because I didn't think you'd make it in here. A token for one specific thing. You see a floating ball of yellow light just hovering in the spot. And you also see the back of a heavily furred, a humanoid with a heavily furred coat on, stood over a cauldron, swirling something in it, presumably a ladle or a stick or something like that. And it appears that she hasn't noticed your spider.
All right, we can go now.
Yeah.
So when you
just
say
right.
humanoid, can I clearly see what kind of humanoid, or is it too dark?
Because it's got its back turned to you. No, you can't tell.
Does it look like what we would suspect the fisherman would look like? I'm guessing no.
Looks a little bit more feminine in its appearance, maybe.
Yeah.
Best that your spider can tell from this range.
2021, Fisher won.
All right. So the smell of delicious food was in fact bait.
Why is she not?
So there's
doesn't-
there's somebody there, but
Should we
whether you
just
want
go
to find out.
and ask?
No.
If they're ignoring us, I
Are there
think that's a bad
bodies there that like are we aware that there's bodies on the floor like this picture has?
I was going to say, yeah,
This
there are.
This is a little bit more fresh than the skeletons that you found in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Did they look like
Whoever
fishermen?
this.
It's hard to tell. There's not really anything on them that would identify them as a fisher that the spider can tell. It's they are missing a couple of limbs, like fingers and arms and feet. And
Cannibal
legs.
soup.
So
Well,
whoever this is doesn't really welcome guests.
The,
So
the story,
Yeah.
the story is kind of writing itself here, guys.
I'm
We,
pretty sure the
I
fisherman
don't know.
did.
I
We-
guess you
we
guys
take
want to go
back-
talk to them.
We take back the fishing poles. We take back some of the bones.
I think
we
if
tell
we
them
yeah,
we found this.
Shall I-
There's a hag woman.
Isn't
It's
she
a
like?
cauldron.
your
Like,
fishermen are in a
what?
soup.
Yeah.
Can I send my spider up north then and see what's up that way?
I'm going to need your spider to make a stealth check at this point.
Yeah, can she not hear this entire like that entire
Stealth?
fight?
Bear in mind the corridor
Okay.
is a bit bigger than what they should look on the map. You're a little bit further away.
Oh, okay,
Definitely.
I'm like, aren't we like 60 feet away? Like,
Ooh,
No.
stealth.
Yeah,
plus
it's kind
4.
of confusing.
Considering like the dash from here to here, or here to here was like 60
So
foot.
that's 14 plus I've got plus 4
Yeah,
for the
that's what-
spider, so it's 18 stealth.
As your spider begins to make its way north,
No.
this is what I can see. And the figure at the cauldron turns around and starts like giggling to itself.
Oh shit! When I said north, I meant up the stairs,
Yeah.
but
The
Oh!
other corridor. That's what I
Oh,
figured you
yeah.
did too.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
we all saw nothing.
you didn't see anything. Nothing.
There was no giggling.
No, none of that. Okay.
Just a happy old woman.
I think we're all satisfied with not interacting with her.
yeah.
I thought it was satisfied not fighting the.
Pretty good though, because you rolled a nat 19 on a perception check.
Oh, right.
Right. So your spider sees a frozen water lake, like frozen water stream over here.
Okay.
I'm just going to consult the book, as I'm not sure if there's something that's supposed to be here or not.
Do we really not have what we need yet?
We're investigating, Sniver. Relax.
We're gonna report back. on
I
what
know,
we
but
find.
we got everything, and it's sunny
You
outside.
haven't done fucking anything yet, mate. So
We've got a rod, we've got bones, a giant bone.
Make
Actually,
make a perception check for your spider, please.
while he's investigating, I'm gonna sit down and I assume I have rating tools because I do letters and shit all the time. I'm gonna start writing a report on basically what we've found so far.
I
for
believe
the
you
captain.
have. Yeah, you have. It's not calligrapher's tools, but there's something that you get from your noble background, which gives you a lot of like writing implements. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I just need writing implements and paper, and I'm gonna start writing a report for the captain, just detailing everything we've done.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's 16.
16. Underneath the lake, you can see the frozen bodies of long dead frost giants.
Whoa.
They oddly look at peace. It doesn't look like they died a violent death.
So they're frozen bodies rather than just skeletons.
Yeah, they're frozen bodies.
Okay.
Here's a question. Does anyone know about how the fuck a skeleton actually lives and attacks people with a fucking great axe?
Magic.
Have you not seen how these people
Yeah.
shoot fire from their hands? Use your brain, little fucker.
What's that?
Well said.
I was gonna knock on his skull a few times.
It's hollow.
Bird bones.
The smell appears to be getting stronger as well.
Oh, for the spider.
Maybe
What?
the woman
So-
has a nice meal we can eat.
No, all of you can smell this.
Oh,
Ah, right. So it's actually that like it's just become like a stronger smell rather than getting closer.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it's a stronger. The smell has gotten stronger. Yeah, it's not like the spirit of a crock pot that's come to haunt you. It's hanging out.
Yeah.
It's gotta be pretty badass to live with
Someone's
these
cooking up a storm.
big skeletons.
So have we
Do we want to
gotten what
hang
we came
around
here for?
if we know that something is developing in that other room?
I don't think we're in
I
any
don't-
shape to confront.
Yeah, we might need
whatever's
to
there.
come back here if
It is bright outside. We
we're
could,
not done.
go
Yeah,
chill on
we-
the boat.
I think we have enough information.
I think
we should
I
go
would
here.
I would like
We
somewhere
tell her-
just to rest.
We tell her the story of what happens, and we go back, we rest, and we can come back here.
Also, I don't have any kind of like skills to do with it, but I want to draw a shitty little map of what we've discovered so far as well to go with it.
Make me a general dexterity check. Roll d20 and add your dexterity.
Be like a save, yeah.
Can I also inspect the fishing rod?
9.
9. I mean, it's yeah. You
It
can
gets
read
the
it.
idea across.
You can read it.
You alone?
Yeah.
Pretty
All of
much.
him.
I mean, it is legible. It does look like a map. It's not very good.
Well,
Saf,
if they wanted to come investigate themselves, I'm sure they could use it.
You can understand it.
you want to investigate the fishing pole. What is it you're trying to ascertain from it?
Any like markings or any identifiers, other than it being just a simple fishing rod?
I'm not going to make you roll for it. It does look like it's of better quality than what most folk would use. Like you can tell, like this was like craft. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pop my microphone there. It was crafted specifically with like expert fishermen in mind.
Okay.
So it's of better quality. But apart from that, there's nothing standout about it.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
No,
Should we go to the boat yet?
yeah,
we
we
don't wanna
should
be-
we should leave.
I don't want to stand here.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, let's
I say we head back.
get your spider back and let's go.
No, I like
Yep.
a good challenge. We shouldn't push our luck.
Yeah, I think
I think we already pushed our luck.
we've done our job. So
I'll take my rope once everyone's down.
Landa, make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Uh, 25. 20. Yeah.
Now that you're walking through the corridor and you're having to think about it, that ball of light that your spider's seen, based on what you could see from it, looks a hell of a lot like a will-o-wisp.
Which means
It's a kind of tiny undead creature. It's kind of like the spirit of somebody that's trapped in that ball, and it's they're often controlled by arcanists, we'll say, for good or bad intentions. Basically, bodyguards.
okay.
Wait, he saw that now?
Yeah, that's what he got. That's what when his spider looked into that room. That's now that because I was
Ah,
I should have asked him for one earlier on. But yeah, that ball of light that he's seen in that room was a will-o-wisp.
Okay, so we made the right decision, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys all come down then? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll take my rope and go to the
yeah,
boat.
it's clear out now, so we should have an easier enough time.
We
getting
should
back.
take their boat as well. That's more proof. Has their
Yeah,
name on the
I
side.
think Scary tied it to his boat.
Yeah, it's tied up to mine.
As you untie your rope, Sniver, you hear again from the back of the cave.
Well, it'd be for the first time, wouldn't it? That I heard that.
Yeah, sorry for the first time. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Sorry, I've never heard
Yeah,
giggling in my
you
life.
hear it for the
Thing.
second time.
I'm just like, I guess after these went past me, and I'm just like slowly last one out on time open. I go, what the fuck?
All of you heard that.
Oh, okay, thankful. Thought I was going crazy.
It's just as Snivers untying, as you're untying the rope, you all hear that laugh.
What if I stop untying the rope? Will she be happy?
We
Wait,
should-
offer you
we should
this
go.
rope, almighty ceiling god.
Can I inspect the boat and
Sure.
see if it's in in good order?
I don't. No, I'm not going to make a roll for it. It appears to be perfectly fine. There aren't. Well, it was bobbing up and down on the surface of the surface of the lake, so hasn't sprung a leak. It looks a bit battered on the outside, but that's more aesthetically than anything else. Like you can tell that this boat's been around for a while and it's really been put to work. But aside from that, it appears to be in good order.
Okay.
So what appeared to trigger us hearing the laugh?
It was just as Sniver was untying the rope and making his way down the waterfall, started laughing.
Okay.
So I assume that's probably not a trigger.
It might just be completely unrelated to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Excuse me?
I'm just fucking with you.
Bastard.
Oh, ceiling god.
Can I attempt to
Dirty.
pick up my harpy?
Go on, I'll give you another go. Make a strength check with disadvantage.
I'll give him a hand.
Okay, straight roll then.
It's very rude to call someone that, you know.
I suck.
That is not a very nice way to talk about your mum.
I kicked the harpy, so I can't pick it up.
Yeah, Leo, as you go over to try and lift it up by its legs to give him a hand, he kind of gives up and in a fit of anger just boots it aside the head and goes, yeah.
Okay.
I hate leaving a meal behind.
We can take it.
No, we can't.
If you could.
No.
I failed twice.
Get over here.
The moment's over.
Okay.
Again on the boat.
Okay, and I think we can call it a session there.
Yeah. That's probably not a bad
How
time
much longer
to...
you got?
Well, we can take the trip back, maybe? I have
Yeah,
a bit of time.
Probably
do you
like rest first, right?
We can carry on for well, you said 8:30, right, Monk?
Well, we could go in another hour.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit. Well, in that case, then,
Well, I
So Richard
can't
David?
go on another hour.
Yeah.
I've got 20 minutes.
20
okay,
minutes.
we'll
Yeah.
play for another
Okay.
20 minutes and then
We
no,
can
nobody's
probably head
talking
back.
to you, Google. I said okay then, and then my phone just went, "What do you mean, Google?" No. Right then. Yeah. So, about 3 hours into your boat journey, going back. First of all, I want survival checks from you. From the people who are helming, the two ships, boats.
I'm not. I am resting.
I was gonna say Satha's
Yeah,
injured, so
can we rest on
I'm
the
really
boat?
tired.
If you
a
are
short
not
rest.
if you're not manning the oars, yes, you can.
Okay.
Is it like their boat? Is their bigger boat like a different situation, or is it still just one person rowing it?
It'll just
I'm
be one
rowing
person
it.
rowing it.
I
And
did take a extra pair of oars for our boat so that two of us could do it, maybe.
Sure, I will. I'll give you.
you could
advantage.
just have one person on each oar. I don't think you use 4 oars.
I can row a
Well, we
boat
could.
if needed.
No,
You could if you wanted to.
that
Yeah, really?
sounds
I,
stupid.
I'll offer help if anyone wants it. So
Well, it's a rowing boat. You do one in each hand. It's not that difficult. I've tied the boat. Their boat is tied to my boat.
So if you two are resting, I guess I'm rowing.
I'll row for you.
I'm exhausted, but I
Well, I rolled a
help.
nat 20. Let's fucking go.
can.
I
Nice.
rolled a 12.
12's fine enough.
At least it's a clear day.
However, about 2 hours into this, I'm going to need Jared. I believe it's your turn to roll a d12.
Really? Are we not going down the list?
With David done it last, right?
Yeah, I did.
Niall didn't.
No, I did.
No,
While
you
we were in the
rolled it, right?
cave.
He did one earlier, I think.
Yeah, I did.
you got
I
the
did the
light.
one when we were on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the light.
Did,
I did one.
Did Monk do one?
Monk went earlier on in the turn order in the last session. He skipped over Matt and Niall, so he skipped out this turn.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay,
Just roll
true.
it.
True.
Well, we need to find out who we're gonna blame. So
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that's a 9.
9. About
That's
3
all right.
hours into your journey, a really thick fog begins to blow across the lake. You can't see further than 5 feet. So I'm going to need the 2 people who are helming to make
Mhm.
survival checks for me with disadvantage.
1.
16.
Oh,
1.
Mm-hmm.
oh no.
Oh, are you two still helmet? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm. When
Me,
can I say?
Go on.
When the fog rolls in, can I not be smart and try and get them to tie up to us as well? Keep
Just so
us
that we're
together.
Yeah, and I can
Oh,
put
alright, yeah.
like the lights kind of, maybe you'd see them a little bit. Be like a dim glow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I
can
can
like
light my
stick one to
lantern
their
if we
boat,
need
but-
light.
I don't want to waste oil if I
you're
can
not
use
gonna
dancing
see. You're
lights.
not gonna see a lot through the fog.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Can I like set a dancing light on their boat so I don't have to actually keep track of where the boat is and float
Yes,
it
you can.
along?
Keep it.
You
Okay.
can, yeah.
Okay, then yeah,
You can,
I'll
you
do
can
that
close
so
the
we have
dancing
some
lights
kind of...
over to their boat. I can imagine you're not too far away from each other.
Yeah, and
However, Leon, with that natural 1, I am going to
Yeah.
need a dexterity saving throw from you.
12.
12, you fall in the water.
Who's on our boat? His boat, even?
Well, I'm gonna shout.
Can I,
You're all hit.
try to...
There. Hush. Oh, God, it's cold.
Gonna try to,
Yeah.
grab her and pull her out.
Yep, pull her back in. You can pull Leon back in. I'm not going to make a roll for that 'cause I think you're strong enough. You're wet right through to the bone. All of your winter clothing is soaked right through. Even though you have cold resistance, I am going
Yeah.
to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
That's fair.
I'm going to say with advantage because you have cold resistance.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to need 3 of them from you.
14, 13, and 18.
18. You pass all 3. You are absolutely freezing fucking cold, but by the time you guys make it back to shore, you don't suffer any points of exhaustion.
Nice.
I'm gonna pull her.
Man,
like
Leon probably looks like a fucking freak. He's not even bothered after falling in the water.
You're pretty much a walking icicle at this point.
Yeah, Leo's like pulling a blanket out of his backpack after you've fallen. And
Or-
you're just like fine.
Or should you say a walking ice knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, a walking ice knife.
If we throw
yeah.
it, someone will get in trouble.
But you
Alright.
you guys managed to make it back to town.
It'd be pretty late, eh? We'll probably have to rest and then go
It's
see
about, I would say at this point, it's probably about 9 p.m.
Should we report in tomorrow then?
There's no harm in waiting, right?
Yeah, we'll go get our rooms.
Yeah, I think it's
Rest.
best we
Go
rest.
first thing in the morning.
Unless we want to take advantage of the weather.
Well, it's not like we're still gonna be in the city, and
I
I'd like to
suppose so.
finish writing my report. So,
I'm cold. I'm tired.
because I don't think I.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I didn't have enough time to finish writing it, and I'd like to finish that. So I'd like to go back to the end.
Depending on how
I agree.
detailed you want it to be.
Yeah, I want it to be pretty thorough.
I presume it
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
get destroyed when you fell into the water.
I assume it'd be in my pack, and I wouldn't be wearing it while rowing.
Yeah.
So
I will
yeah.
say that's a fair assumption to make. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not right.
I thought about that for a second. I was like, eh.
But yeah, you guys make. Where are you guys going?
In wherever we were
Back
staying,
to
I
the
can't remember the
inn.
name.
Going back to the White Lady. It's this evening. It's actually pretty packed this evening. And Leon, there's a big warm fire right opposite the door.
Apparently, I feel fine, so I'm just gonna go to my room and write my letter.
Oh no!
Whatever.
If you're in freezing
Report.
cold, if you haven't got any dry clothes on, every hour I'm going to make you make another Constitution saving throw.
Do I have a change of clothes?
Yeah, you'll probably have to change your clothes or two. Yeah.
Yeah,
mean, you
I'll
can
go
prob-
change them.
She said she changed them.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
if it's busy and crowded, I don't really want to hang out here. I'd rather just go up to my...
You are getting a lot of odd looks as you walk in, specifically you, Leon.
Yeah, that I'm fucking off.
The rest of you, the evening is yours to do with whatever you please. Leon, you'll probably be about 20-30 minutes changing your clothes, getting warmed up and whatnot.
Yeah.
When we enter, I look at the floor where blood was, just to see how it's looking.
It's been cleaned up.
Great. I did my best, but I wasn't sure if it actually worked.
Yeah, it's looking perfectly fine.
What's the typical kind of warming, like, spirit that you would normally order here?
Whiskey or brandy?
I'll go for a brandy.
Yeah, Lander seems like a brandy guy.
That comes to 1 gold and 5 silver pieces. Actually, no, that's way too expensive. For a glass of brandy, even though it is rare,
bottle.
it's not the best quality. A bottle of brandy.
No, I was just going to say, was that for the bottle for that price?
No, for a bottle of like crappy brandy, you could probably get that for about 10 gold pieces.
No, I'll just get a glass. I'm alright.
We'll say 8 copper pieces. Sorry, 8 silver pieces. 8 silver pieces.
How much for a meal and a drink?
Okay. Let me go back.
I'll have some of that brandy too.
Mark off 8 silver.
I really want some food.
Yeah, it actually says here on this list that a shot of whiskey is 8 silver pieces. So yeah, same for brandy. For a small snifter. Right then. So if you would like some, Leo, you are thrilled to find out that today they managed to bring a catch of knucklehead trout with them.
Oh.
And if you want some knucklehead trout stew, that'll be 7 copper pieces.
Okay, how much for that and an ale?
An ale is 5 copper pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna buy
12?
2. To 12, yeah.
So Leon's gonna come down, get that, and just take it back up to the room.
You do so, no problem. Actually, you need to pay. You need to pay for your rooms for the evening because you only paid for 1 night, right?
Oh yeah, how many were in a room? Again? Was it 2 or 3?
Per room, 5 silver pieces for the night for a room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how was it split when we just split it? Because I think
It was 3 rooms, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all just threw in for 3 rooms, if I'm not mistaken.
so. Was it 2.5 each?
2.5 each.
Yeah. So
All right.
we can just do that.
2.5
Okay,
gold
so
each.
wait.
Silver.
Remove 1 silver.
Oh, silver.
Add 10
Yeah.
copper. And take 2.
Man, this is like math class.
5. I wish this automatically converted.
How
so I didn't have to
much?
put-
How much
Yeah.
is
There.
some
Myron's
of
paid
the
for.
trout and a drink?
Knucklehead trout is 7 copper pieces, and a mug of ale is 5 copper pieces.
So 14, 1.4.
I'm gonna get 2 knucklehead trout stews. That's
Okay.
my ale.
The chef is in tonight, so you can get something a little bit more adventurous if you want.
So Matt.
I want something homey.
Fish and chips.
I'll take 1 of each.
Yeah, go for it. Fish and chips
One
is
fish, one
silver.
chip, please.
I am stuffed.
Yeah, the fish and chips is 1 silver piece all in all.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'll
I'm
actually
assuming
take that
you
too.
put freezing around here because of Russia. You can't because of Russia and vodka. You can definitely grow potatoes around here, right? If the Russians,
Sure.
if the Russians can
I-
manage it, the Icewind Dale folks can.
I'm sure there's a way of growing stuff.
Okay, yeah. I'll get 1 stew, 1 fish and chips, and 1 ale.
Okie dokie.
I'm sure glass houses are a thing.
Probably, yeah.
I'll have a whiskey and then I'll eat my last bit of werewolf or meat.
Werewolf? Where'd you
Like
get that from?
direwolf,
Well, missed that.
Winter.
Yeah.
You didn't stay long enough to butcher the wolf.
No, I got 2 portions from the kiddie wolf. I ate one.
Oh, okay.
I ate 1 for breakfast the other day, and I've got my last one, so I'll eat that.
I will take your word for it.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah,
just
so
need-
I left the big wolf for Scary Slimmer.
Did you you're not asking for it to be cooked, no?
No.
Okay. Yeah, in the middle of this tavern,
He's not a picky man.
This kobold opens up his backpack and brings out a rack of wolf ribs and just starts like chewing it through them.
Yeah.
And
I'll
he
have a
doesn't
whiskey.
a
I'll have
thing
a-
behind bone, flesh, fat, everything is eaten just clean off those ribs.
Yep. I'll have a whiskey to wash it down.
Okay.
That was 7 silver for the whiskey, Werner.
Yeah, let me just double check. I believe it is 8 silver pieces for a shot of whiskey.
Alright, there we go. Treat myself to a whiskey. Let's go.
As you go to the bar, Leo, the bartender like gives you a nod and he says, "The captain of the militia guard was in for you earlier on. Any particular reason why?"
Oh. 1 sec.
I knew she was in here with us last night.
Sorry, I'm trying to find her name.
Imdra.
Yeah, Imdra.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
You said she was looking for us.
Yeah, she was in about 2 hours ago looking for you.
Oh, right. Did she say she'd be back or anything?
She says she'll try again tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow.
She didn't seem in a rush, did she?
Well, I mean, she's busy most of the time anyway, like, so it's not unusual for her to be busy.
Can
Okay,
we send
enough
a
for us.
message to her?
Town hall, she's probably at home right now. I don't know where she lives. And he leans a bit closer and lowers his voice. Says, "By the way, the militia found that body. Well, they found a head.
What?
Just letting you know. It's been talk of the town. They think that fucking murderer's back."
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks for a heads up.
I
Thanks
rolled
for
a
doing
23 on that survival. The other fucking forensics or whatever.
Yeah, and that's why they didn't find the body. They just found his head. But you know me, lads. I'm saying no. I'm not a gas.
Give him the biggest.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes,
I appreciate
Mark,
that. We'll
you,
try
you didn't
keep
hear him say that. He just said that to Leo.
I know.
we'll try
It
keep
might-
him restrained next time.
No one's gonna miss him. And you just like dead ass looks. He's like, no one's gonna miss him.
I know, but it could have been someone else.
Well, it wasn't, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers.
Alright, nobody's. What do you after there, Mason? He goes and serves the next customer.
It's never.
I'm just like, eat my wolf and look up. Yes.
It's never. What you did earlier, never do again.
What? Try to pick up a harpy?
What? No. I make a motion with my finger on my neck, like.
Yeah, I tried to cut the harpy.
Oh. No, the one.
Eat it, but I couldn't.
I'm glad I'm
Just
not down there.
don't speak
Never
to
mind,
him
never mind.
about this here.
I'll tell Satha all about it.
Yeah, no one's really like since Leon like basically got himself cleaned up and then went upstairs anyway. Nobody's really paying you that much attention.
Can I insight what he was saying to me?
Sure. Make I don't know if this would be intelligence or not. If you could like understand what he was trying to.
Yeah.
Insight to like know what he means by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make an insight check, but use your intelligence modifier.
Oh, my insight's really good.
I feel good as inside, huh?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Just make a regular insight check. I think.
15.
15. It kind of dawns on you like when he made the cutting motion across the neck. You're like, oh, I decapitated a dude.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play that off like casually because I'm not asked.
Yeah.
I'm playing it cool, like nonchalant.
Mm,
I have no idea what he
classic
means.
sniffer.
It didn't even happen.
Cool.
Make a deception check.
Oh yeah, I could roll
I
inside
am
now.
cool as a cucumber
Yeah. Make an insight check, Leo.
with my -1 deception.
We're still exhausted by the way, both of us.
Yeah, no. I
Okay.
rolled a -1 on my cool check.
16.
Sniver.
-1.
Oh, like
He totally understood what you were trying to get across to me. It just looks like he doesn't care.
I like stand up straighter, like preparing to say something, and then I'm just gonna go over to Satha and tell
And I'll
Satha.
just into my meat.
I'm guessing I'm sitting with Saf and we're eating.
Yeah,
I'll
if you guys
tell
want to be
both.
sat at the same table, you can be.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, what else? What else was on the menu? Did you say?
The only thing he has right now is knucklehead trout and hair. He still has a little bit of hair left over from the previous day.
Okay, I'll
And he
just
has
get the string.
bread and he has cheese.
I highly recommend knucklehead shrimp.
Yeah, I'll get the trout, which was how
Did
much
I
copper?
A 7 copper, I
7.
believe. I said 7.
7.
Yeah, 7 copper.
Okay.
And Leo, it is as delicious as you were expecting it to be. It is a fantastic flavor. You
Too long.
think that the seasoning could do with a little bit of tweaking, but obviously you understanding there's a lack of trade coming in from the south. It's
Right.
hard to get hold of good seasoning and whatnot, but considering for what they've got, every bit as good as you were expecting.
Nice.
And,
I'm
Landa.
gonna sit quietly.
Really
and enjoy
good.
that.
Quite possibly the best meal you've had since you've been in Icewind Dale.
I'm guessing there's not a lot of fancy eateries, so yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah, it's the first time you tried knucklehead trout as well. I actually kept rolling a d12, and I was saying on a 12 they would get a fish, they would get a shipment in, and enough for you guys to eat. I rolled a 12 there, so yeah.
Yes.
You guys get knucklehead trout.
Nice.
Nice.
Can I get the luck feat at level 4 to...
No.
Okay. It was only going to be for knucklehead treasure shipments, but
Lucky and Keen Mind abandoned my campaign.
Oh, can I get the knucklehead trout feet? Is what you should ask then.
yes,
We'll work on it. We'll work on it, Joe.
Homebrew feet.
that's
Yeah.
I mean, you have fish and tackle now.
true.
We do.
Cassie, you want to go fishing?
I don't think that's Leon's thing.
I was
Oh,
gonna go
shit.
fishing on the
What the
back of the
fuck?
boat, but shite weather.
There's actually rules for fishing for knucklehead trout in the book. I'm reading them now.
Great.
I would if I were you.
I would do that. Not tonight, but
Yeah, these are some fucking great rules.
Who's playing
Fishing
the
mini
music?
game.
Who's playing the music in this tavern?
There is none. I just clicked the first tab in ambience I was trying to find.
Right? It's just like
in your head.
no music.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quieter in here without Ronaldo, funnily enough.
I was just gonna say, I think you killed them.
I cast the fate music with prestidigitation. There you go.
Yeah, for the next minute, some nice fiddle music will play.
Some elevator music.
Some elevator music. No, I was thinking more for Lander, it would be like chamber music, maybe? That strikes
Yeah,
me as the
yeah.
kind of thing he'd love.
It's the wizard's equivalent of an iPod.
And I think on that note, we're going to have to call it there because David needs to go in 3 minutes.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Nice. GG guys.
GG, guys.
Thanks, Damien.
No problem. Just
good
before
fun.
we say goodbye, I don't think for the next 2 weeks we're going to have a session because judging by the meeting, I'll put another meeting up for the next 2 weeks to see if we can fit anything in. But yeah, for the people who watch, thank you very much. Give me a follow, and you'll be notified when we play next.
And give me a sub.
Yep. And it's it's not just Icewind Dale that we do as well. I'm DMing this campaign, but I'm also in 2 other campaigns that might be doing sessions sometime soon. But obviously, with people working in that, schedules are tough to figure out, so we can't really nail anything solid down. But yeah, we will have more D&D soon, probably in the next 2 weeks.
D&D.
Yeah.
Right, and yeah, thanks very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh, well.
All right, peace out.
Bye.